Honk. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, as well. Members of Zac's community. I need to find out what Zac Clay's community is called. Are they called, like, I should know this because I subscribe over there. Are they like, are we like the Zaconauts, like the Clayonauts, the clay the clay pigeons? That can't possibly be the one you would use. I don't know actually what the name of them is, but is the Clay Nation? Oh, I like that, like claymation, but Clay Nation. See, that's that kind of. I'm telling you what. That's good stuff. That's clever. But welcome everybody to a special cooperative game stream on a Friday night. It's 9:35, or it's actually a little later, 9:38 p.m. Eastern right now, 6:38 Pacific, and it is my pleasure to welcome everybody to Tick Tock, A Tale for Two. Say that 3 times fast. A cooperative game with myself and Mr. Zac Clay. We've been talking a little bit about doing a co-op game, a bit on and off in the past, and then I think over the last, I think it was like maybe the last week or maybe 10 days ago, we were going to do some Espergenesis, and then we had to cancel close to the last minute. And by the way, there's going to be more of that coming up, more about Espergenesis in a moment. And we were going to do that. And then, hello, Disaster Queer. We were going to do that, and so then we were like thinking about it, and we're like, well, we couldn't figure out everything, and we'll talk more about why we couldn't figure out how to get something working collectively. And we're like, all right, well, let's reschedule. So we rescheduled to Friday tonight, playing this game together, and this is Zac's idea. He saw it, and he thought this was a good idea, and I looked at it, and I agree with him. So we're going to play this game that neither of us have ever played. We're very excited to give it a shot. And we're going to bring this to you for a little bit of fun and cross-platform and cross-channel experience. But before we do that, just a couple of reminders about ways to support us here. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to follow the channel. Please make sure, both my channel and Zac's channel, please make sure to check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets. Please retweet this stream, by the way. Let people know that we are out here doing this thing for all of you lovely folks. And you can find all of my schedule on arvanelleron.com. On the financial side, !ArvShop is the merchandise area. !ArvTrayon is the Patreon, which is currently sitting at $3.13. Trying to move that up to $3.50 and beyond, so I can pay the Arvocalists and others, even more, and try to continue to put more money back into the channel. And cool stuff for you as well, inspirations for the players in Espergenesis and things like that. !Arvshop and Arvtreon, and of course the sub button right above that video window, which will allow you to subscribe to this channel. I think we're sitting right now at about 42 subs or so, so we're trying to get that north of 50 and onward. So please consider jumping on board. We have an awesome new set of, I don't want to talk about what, but there's going to be other benefits coming soon to your subscriptions in addition to what we already have, which is a set of pretty cool emotes, a chance to inspire the players, and other cool stuff like that. So please jump on board for that. And then we've got, of course, the publishing stuff, Icarus, for my graphic novels, Icarus and Jelinek, which you can pre-order from Athos Arts, Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my D&D 5e sourcebook and adventure. And please do support that if you can, because that supports Alligator Alley. Currently, the owner of Alligator Alley, his business, the Adventure Game Store down in Florida, has been shuttered because of what's going on with the coronavirus. So please consider jumping on board and supporting us by doing things like, for example, buying that adventure. Helps me, helps them, helps everybody. So please consider doing that. And of course, Grayshade KS is the Grayshade Kickstarter. More details about that to come as hopefully we start to move through this pandemic. We are not even at the apex yet. We have not even peaked yet, at least not here in the States. So we're all dealing with it across the world, but hopefully we'll continue to stick with it. And I hope everyone is staying safe out there. So quick schedule note. Tonight we're doing this cooperative game. Tomorrow we have Operencia, the Stolen Sun. Monday night I've got Emberwind. And then Tuesday we've got a very busy day of streaming to wrap up the month of March. We have at noon, we have got Kingdoms of Amalur, which is the Patreon chosen game of the month. 4 p.m. I'll be over on GOG with Pen and Pixels, playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt again. And then at 9 p.m. I will be back with this person I'm about to introduce to all of you, with him and Kat Rambo and Carlos Hernandez and Johnny Pittman as we play Espergenesis. It's been a while since we've been able to play, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be Tuesday night. That'll be wrapping up the month of March. And then on Wednesday evening will be the return of Community D&D with Shadowed Mage, Echo Alpha X5, Live, Rock God, and Hoodie, and they will have quite a bit of things to do and talk about regarding our dear departed friend Kilobyte as well. So that's what we've got going on terms of schedule, and I hope everyone is excited for all that good stuff. But now the time has come for me to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, and someone who I just figured out. I remembered exactly what the channel descriptions are, and that is. Wait a second. Let me hold on. Before I show this, let me not show everybody in the world my desktop. Wait a second. Just 1 second. Don't show my desktop. Okay, flicker. Yep, zip. All right, that should be right. And there we go. No signal. What? No, there'll be a signal in just a minute. I think there'll be a signal. I hope so. But anyway, it's there we go. Woo! All right, I was a little concerned. Mr. Zac Clay is with us. So
hello.
welcome, Zac.
Hi.
So obviously you're on this channel all the time for other reasons, but not for the reason of you and me just co-oping a game together. So how are you? Is it true it's the Clay Nation? Like that is the
Yeah, at least for now. For some time.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah. For some time my internet username, my Twitch username was Marimba Monk. And
I remember well.
In those days, yes, in all of my Twitter name changes and everything. In those days, the channel was a lot more like marimba themed and music themed. But now that I just kind of use my channel as me, I've decided to rebrand a little bit, and the Clay Nation is what it is for now. Although I feel like there's something more. I want to have like I don't know, like. There's other streamers out there that are like super themed. Like there's this one guy who streams Breath of the Wild, and his name is Point Crow, and everything on his channel has to do with ravens and crows and stuff. So I'm like, maybe I should have a theme, but if it's just me, maybe it should be afros. I don't know. Bob Ross could be our mascot.
See,
yeah.
there's an idea whose time has come. No, I love the idea of Clay Nation because I just immediately started thinking Claymation. So you just need an intro where you have a Claymation version of yourself, like doing the Tower of Dread or whatever.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that's
with you or playing
something
like that, like doing that, like literally Claymation doing that, and then like running over to the piano and like playing some stuff, and then some percussion. You know what I mean? Like
that would be pretty good.
That's what we need. And then when you go viral and everyone does it, then I need a cut, like a sweet cut, like 10% off the top.
No, of course, that's a given. Something I actually just realized is originally I was going to stream this at the same time as you, but I was thinking, well, if we're both going to be playing this game, what's the point of having the split stream? But something I just realized, and why I think I'm actually going to go back to going live just for the audience's sake, is because I think in the nature of this game, I think we're actually going to end up having 2 separate screens.
Oh, that's right.
So it makes sense for the audience to be able, if they want to be able to see what I'm seeing.
So let's do this then. Let's fire up the game and let's make sure that we're both like in it first, and then you can capture it. Because I have not yet even captured it yet because I was waiting to, I installed it and it's all.
And I have to do the same thing as well.
Okay. So So we're gonna fire this up. So do you have any? I mean, I watched a little bit of it. As I understand, this is a co-op puzzle game, right? Basically,
that's all I get from it is a co-op puzzle game, and some of the puzzles are easy, some of them are hard.
Okay,
and that's all I know. And then I know that it doesn't technically require an internet connection between the games because they run independently of each other. It's almost like it's a puzzle board game.
Really?
You don't need to be online.
So we just can email like save states back and forth or something?
I guess so. Okay. I don't really know how it works, but we'll have to see.
Okay, well we have a windowed mode, 1600 by 1900. Okay, I like what I see. That's good. Oh wait, no, I don't need. That's right. I don't need to do windowed mode. I forgot because I'm using I have my second PC now. I don't have to do windowed mode. I can do full screen.
That's amazing.
I can just do stuff. Okay, so we got that. God knows what the input's going to be. All right, play. All right, here we go. All right, that's working so far.
All right, and then I will. I'll keep.
Okay, this is working.
I'll also be going live, and I have a multi-stream link that we can post, so that if people want to see what my screen looks like, I'm assuming that we're gonna have 2 separate things that we're seeing.
Okay.
And obviously we don't, if the people in chat are seeing my screen, I mean, I guess I'm seeing my screen too. If it's like something where I need to like tell you information, we don't have to worry about chat spoiling because
Okay.
it'll be the same thing.
Well, I
but-
mean, listen, chat. I mean, like this is about honor, right? Like,
Yes.
chat. Would you ever spoil the experience, chat, of doing this?
Okay.
Or, I mean, that would be.
I think I'm good. I'm gonna hop on here.
Oh, I knew I was gonna do that.
Turn this volume up. Beautiful.
Okay. Good. I think that looks.
But yeah, both of us are just setting this up right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm good to go.
Okay. I think Cam looks good. Love it. Spoiler: Titanic sinks. God damn it! Is term. All right.
Dang it.
You. Okay. So we're gonna do this. So your capture right now. So all I can see is my version of it. Chat.
Yes.
How does the sound? Actually, you may not be able to. Let's see. Volume. How are you folks doing on volume? Can you hear this?
Cool.
Okay.
And am I hope I'm loud enough. I should be, I think.
Yeah, you're fine. I think.
Cool.
Music
All right.
sounds like awfully like Minecraft. We shall see. It does a little bit, actually. You're right. Yeah, it does. If you get to
Actually,
100K channel points, can you get me to eat raisins? You got your chance on that, Istema.
Oh yeah, you don't like raisins.
you darn right I don't. If I get to if we're in another Kickstarter situation and I want to debase myself again by eating raisins, I'll do that. But okay, let's
That's
close
funny.
settings. Okay, how to play. This is a 2-player adventure. Going solo is not an option. All right. Pick a different player each and communicate to solve puzzles either in person or through phone call online chat. The game itself doesn't require an internet connection to play. Okay.
Did you click start or are you in the settings?
I'm
how
just
to
in the
play?
settings right now. I'm
Okay.
looking at just how to play. For the
Yeah,
best experience, don't look at each other's screens. If you get stuck and need a hint, it doesn't hurt to take a peek. You can click, drag, spin, and use the mouse wheel to explore the world. Okay.
Okay.
If you're calling through an online chat, we recommend that you use Discord. Wrong. We'll use Zoom.
Wrong.
What is best in
we
life?
use what we want.
It's also a great
Okay,
place
cool.
to find a second player if you need one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the settings. Great. Okay, so we're good. So,
Yeah.
we're clicking on start.
Yep, I'm good to go. Let's do
All
it.
right.
And I am live on my channel as well if people want to see my screen.
Okay.
And I have a multi-stream link for anyone that's in my chat.
Oh,
But
very nice. That's true. Can one of my mods do that? Can one of my mods
Yeah.
get a multi-stream for Zach also so that people can watch?
which if Echo comes in my chat, you can do ! multi and then just copy it over.
Okay. All right. Do you want to
but
be
yeah.
player 1 or player 2?
2-player, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Got to get there. I'll be player 1.
Okay. I should be player 2. You are
Okay.
player 2. Make sure your team member is player 1. Okay. Pretty sure you are. All right.
Yep. Start playing.
Start playing. Let's do it.
Ooh, nice little.
Thank you, Echo. And hi, Mrs. Dunsel. You received a package from someone called Amelie Riven, and your friend got one too. Okay.
Mine said, today you and my friend received 2 strange packages, each contained an old clock.
Huh. Okay. Dear Player 2, I sent one clock to you and your friend. If you want to play a game, look into the past together. Remember to wind the clocks up.
This is interesting.
Okay.
Mine says, Dear Player 1, this clock is a part of a game, a gift I made for my sister. To have a fighting chance, play with a friend and tell each other what you read and see. If you find my sister, tell her I miss her.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's already going to be the feels. I can already see the feels are going to be coming.
Ooh,
All right.
there's a... So...
Yeah, you can
what is
scroll
that?
down. You see that? You can
Oh, okay, yeah.
something about our
Oh,
village.
this is
Wow.
already complicated. Okay.
March 14th, 1937. Understandably distressed, she later corrected her statement, said it must have been an hour and a half later. If you've seen or heard anything unusual, please contact the police. Okay.
Okay. I have a newspaper clipping that
Okay.
says another disappearance something. The youngest member of the renowned clockmaker family, Larky. It's a weird. It's one of those AEs that's connected.
It's on the back of this watch, actually. Larky.
Oh, okay.
Lark.
The youngest member of that family was reported missing today. Her sister, Amelie, told us she had last seen her at 10:30.
Okay.
And I also have a watch that says Amelie 1915. And I can't get the watch to open though.
You hold on to it and then you
Oh,
left-
there you
yeah.
go.
So we want to go to 10:30, right? I assume.
I guess so.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
10:30.
So 10. Nope. 10:30.
Oh, yeah, gotta.
Okay.
Um,
And then wind
oh,
it, I assume.
oh, there we go. Okay,
Maybe.
10:30.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, I set mine.
I set mine. I'm winding it. If you do that little knob on the top.
Yeah.
I really hope this is winding properly. Uh-oh. I don't know which direction to wind it in.
I don't know if it is.
No.
Well, there's I think there's probably other stuff too. Let me scroll back up. Okay.
There's a paper clip.
Yeah, I have a paperclip as well.
It's very important. It looks like
What
you can...
do you have a clock on your screen?
I do, yeah. It has the current, like, Friday, March 27th.
Oh, okay.
There's like an eraser on the left of mine. Do you have an eraser up there? Okay.
Yeah, which I can click on, but I can't drag it out. Okay, it has something to do with the clock then. So 10:30.
Yeah, I have it set to 10:30 right now.
Let me see.
But I would think the winding would do something, but perhaps not.
Okay.
Because you can wind it in either direction.
Yeah. Ah, I see.
But I don't think that's doing anything.
And you had a piece of paper?
Yeah,
what did that say?
It was just the right side. It's cut off, and it says, understandably distressed. It said the headline is "Something Takes Our Village," or "Kiss Our Village." I assume that's takes. Understandably distressed, she later corrected her statement and said it must have been an hour and a half later. Oh, if you've seen or heard anything unusual, so we're talking 12 then.
Hour and a half. Okay. So yeah, 12. All right.
Okay. There we go. Then you wind it, and then ooh, I'm being sucked in somewhere.
Okay, that was cool.
Chapter 1. So Lerk went missing in 1937, but it all started years before, is what mine says.
Mine says, this is a copy I made of the world that Lerk and I used to know.
Okay.
19...
Mine says, it's zipping back.
Mine says 1927.
27, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, what's up, Runo? the pocket watch, yeah. No, that's cool. All right, I'm looking at a regular clock, like a standing clock, and there's some kind of a weird like map thing, and you can like there's a house. Whoa! There's a house on the hill.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a railroad station up on the top of the hill.
Try scrolling sideways.
That's what I'm doing, yeah. And I see Robin's clocks too. Do you see that?
Okay.
If you scroll over.
Yeah, I see all that as well.
Should we go to the clocks first?
Sure. I'm trying to click on it.
It says opening hours 3 to 9.
That's the same thing for me.
We could like I wonder if we could fast forward the clocks to 3 o'clock.
Maybe. Okay.
I cannot.
If you scroll from the clocks to the right, do you end up at like a weird like train stop almost?
Yes, and there's like a weird computerized something on the bottom right, which I just clicked on.
So Gabatha asks, what's this game? So this is a co-op game right now. I'll link you to it. I'm playing this game with my friend Arvanelleron, and it's a co-op game. So I'm looking at my screen, which is slightly different than his. It's a puzzle game. We're trying to figure out how to do this together. So let's mess with the buttons.
Agree.
So do you have a train in a grid?
Yeah, on the bottom left.
Okay, I also have one in the bottom left.
And it looks like we're looking at a grid of 8 wide and 6 deep. 8 wide, 6 long, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do the arrow... Okay, so up basically moves the train...
Up?
Oh, there's no button. No, but we're missing a button, though.
Oh, to move it right. Yeah, okay.
We need to get okay, so we need to get a button to move it right before we do anything, I think.
All right, nothing else to interact with on this screen, really.
Doesn't look like it. And then there's that house on the... Do you see if you scroll to the right of the train station?
Yep.
So let's go to that.
Okay, that entered inside.
There's one of those pop goes the weasel deals on the ground here. And there's a bird cage in a shadow. What do you see on yours?
Oh, mine is completely different. I have a light bulb, like the type that like hangs from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at almost like some sort of a little train miniature, and when I crank it up, words come out.
What are the words?
So it says, I, you, your, turn anti-clockwise.
Oh,
Time.
okay, okay.
I don't know.
I know what that means because I've got a like one of those pop-up things that you wind and then something pops out of the box.
Yeah.
So I'm winding it
Okay.
counterclockwise now. What else does it say?
Okay. It seems like it's broken up, like it's missing words, but it says, I, you, your, turn anti-clockwise, times, twice,
Oh.
twice, keep it, oh, do let.
Oh crap. Okay, so
And-
so do it twice to the left. And then,
not left, or
yeah, anti-clockwise, right?
anti-clockwise, yeah.
So
And
twice, and then what?
Oh, okay. And then the words just filled in. Because I turned on the light.
Oh.
So it says, I hope you like your present. Turn it anti-clockwise 3 times.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Then clockwise twice.
1, 2. Okay.
Then anti-clockwise twice.
1, 2. Yeah.
And then keep turning it clockwise. And do not let go.
Whoa. Okay. Popped up.
Did something.
Yes.
Okay.
We got some ticket or something.
Okay. All right. I'm backing out of the room then.
Okay. Let me see.
Because that's all I
it
can
says
see.
it's this thing that looks like it's got it's the left side of that grid that we were just trying to do. It shows you the path you're supposed to take, the left side of it.
Okay, so it's almost like a trail for us to follow
Yes,
for the grid,
exactly.
but only the left side.
Right, and the problem is
Okay.
we still need. Oh, and can I not pick it up? Oh, maybe I can't pick it up. All right, hold on. I got to write this down then.
Okay. Oh yeah, it said that we might need to do that.
That's fine. I shall write these things.
Let me get an implement as well.
Mine also says 00067 on the side of the ticket. I don't know if that matters, but
Okay.
okay. So we got.
And then I'm waiting at the well once you're ready.
Okay, cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that goes like that, that, and that. Okay. So the train goes up to, over there, down there, and to the right. Okay. I got it as much done.
All right.
It is co-op puzzle night. That's right, Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm backing out. Right, cool.
And then
Do you see do you keep seeing this white crow or something like flying around?
No.
Because there's a
Not
white
at all.
bird, like, and I've clicked on it a couple times and it just goes caw. Then it says Zac is better, and it goes there.
I haven't seen that at all.
Okay, there's the well you said.
Yeah, let's go to the well.
All right.
Assuming you have a well. Okay.
Okay, you go down the ladder, right?
Yep.
Okay. Still going down.
down.
You can actually scroll it down, like.
Yeah. So what are you looking at?
I'm at the bottom. So I'm looking at a it looks like an electrical box with shapes and buttons.
Yeah.
There's like a.
That's
What does yours look like?
That's what mine looks like as well. So it has a lever, but I just tried to trigger it and it didn't work. So I'm assuming we don't have a right order or something.
Probably. There's
so-
what does yours say? Yeah.
Mine has 6 spots.
Okay. Yep.
There's only a button for if it's starting at the top and then going left to right, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only spots 1, 3, and 5 have buttons for me.
Right, and I have the others. I have 2, 4, and 6.
Okay.
Do you have shapes up on top of each button?
I do, and my shapes in spots 1 and 2 is a circle that's not filled in,
Okay.
and then spot 3 is a filled in circle,
Okay.
and then 4 is a square, 5 is a triangle, and then 6 is another filled in circle.
Okay, so then I think I know how we do this. So for one, where you have a button, I have a filled-in triangle. So if you press the button, it'll probably go to that, right?
Yep, this makes sense. Okay.
Okay, and then what did you say the second one is? That's button 2. What do you have?
It's an empty circle.
Empty circle. All right. Let me do that. Okay, I got that. Okay, now 3 going across on the top row is an empty triangle.
Okay.
A cooperative game. Yes, thank you, Prince Justin. 12 months. Prince Justin with the coveted
Nice.
bronze quill of
Look at
12
you.
months. Thanks, man. Thank you, Prince Justin. Yes, of course, Cosmoritis, Espergenesis, his actor is taking a little time off to just hang out with us
Yes.
normally. But yeah, my friend Zach here and I are playing our cooperative game. So thanks so much, Prince Justin. I appreciate that, man. I hope you're staying safe. I saw your tweet that they're locking down in your state, but you still have to go to work. Is that what I heard?
Oh, for some essential jobs, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. I don't exactly. Shadowner. Wait, we were here. Is there another thing like this? Because so far there's.
Oh yeah. There's another one that I've played. I was actually saving for my another co-op stream that I've done with another one of my friends, Cole. He's the guy who I have a poster of in my wall. Um, there's a game series called We Were Here, and it's much like this, except it's instead of being like you're looking at two separate screens, it's almost like you're within an escape room, and it's a 3D environment. So
oh wow!
It's like an actual game, but it's an escape room.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry to
Anyway.
hear that, Prince Justin. Yeah. Good God. Just stay safe, man. Definitely.
Yep.
And thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Okay, so
Spot number 4.
spot number 4. Yep.
Is a empty square.
Empty square. Okay. Spot number 5 is also an empty square.
Okay. Whoops, I passed it, so I have to go through all of them again. Okay. And then spot number 6 is a filled-in circle.
Filled in circle. All right. Pull the lever.
Let's do it.
It opened.
All right.
And we got the button.
I got the button too.
Ha-ha.
Cool.
All right. So that's the good news. The bad news is that we only know part of the thing to go, but
we might as well start it, I guess.
I guess, yeah, we might as well and see if we can find.
Put the button in.
All right. So we go over this way.
Okay.
Okay, so go here. Click on this. Yes, we use that. Okay, so
yeah, just read out the path, I guess, square by square if you have
the path is so up 2.
Okay.
And then over 3.
All right.
And then down 2.
All right.
And over 1, and then I don't have any more.
Okay.
That's what I got.
That didn't do anything for me.
And then we just go all the way to success. No. Okay. So we need to get more of the map.
If there's anything else to interact with here. So aside from the Jack-in-the-Box thing in the house, was there anything else in the room?
There was a bird cage, which well, it wasn't a bird cage; it was a shadow of a bird cage.
Okay.
And I can't. Let's see. I can like interact with the I can interact with the Pop Goes the Weasel thing, the Jack-in-the-Box thing. But who on God's green earth is calling us right now? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. The classic. Every so often, my wife is a therapist, so every so often the company will send a fax, like it's some ungodly hour of the night, probably assuming they're like, oh, we'll just have the staff handle it or whatever. So
yeah,
the staff is me. So okay. So yeah, so I just see a shadow of a bird cage, and that's the only other thing I see in that room.
All right. So I imagine. There's the Raven's Clocks place, but it's open 3 to 9. I don't. Oh.
Is that a clue, maybe?
Oh, wait.
And again, that white crow.
Oh, okay. I know what happens. So, whenever I make a full rotation through all the scenes, the clock seems to advance. Actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess we have to get it to.
You're right. Yep. 3.
So I just got to do this one.
Good call. I did not even notice that. Okay, 2.
All right, and then now.
Because you can see there are gears on the hills or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, and now it's open for me.
Right. Yep. Open for me also.
All right. Going in.
Okay. And now we've got this.
I see a radio.
I do too. So the only thing I know is that there was that number on the ticket, the 00067, but I don't know that sort of applies. Oh wow! I click the radio and I get all these letters.
Yeah, me too. So mine says last month the police started getting several reports of pets going.
And mine says missing, mostly old cats and dogs. Let's hope they are all found soon.
Okay.
All right. And then
go on to the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
The oldest Raven daughter, Amelie, is a brilliant clockmaker and inventor. Her footsteps
are usually followed by the ticking and scuttling of one of her creations.
And then a little, like, beetle thing
Me too.
Up. Okay.
And I wound it. If you wind it up, it'll go back up the stairs.
Yep, I just did that too. All right, let's keep going.
All right. Oh. Okay.
The Raven family moved here a month ago and have worked day and night.
To be able to open their clock shop today, the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Another pet has been stolen during the night. This time it was Mrs. Jensen's.
Sweet old farm dog. Remember to lock your doors until this thief has been caught. Practice social distancing. No, I made that up.
Okay. A strange occurrence has shook our village. Droves of lifeless
birds have been found scattered across the forest floor. Okay.
Okay. No more walking for 5 miles to get your letters. It's now March and the
construction of our very own post office will start at the end of the month.
Okay.
All right.
Whoop. Well, this last one's kind of precise. Okay. An unusual white raven seems attached to the youngest member of the...
That's the bird I've been telling you about that I saw, that white raven family. Yeah. Let's hope for her sake that it will not go missing like those other pets.
Okay.
All right.
So it sounds like you have to catch the raven.
I guess so. Yeah, because I don't see any numbers that are associated with this. And that's all that's in there, right? Like can you go up the stairs?
Oh, I just scrolled up, yeah.
Aha! The clock is going back. Oh, there's lots of clocks. Oh, and there's feathers on the second floor.
Oh, whoa.
And like you can like go,
this
oh wow.
Is crazy.
So mine has news, Wednesday edition. In Raven's Clock Shop, you can buy all kinds of clockwork, request commissions, and get your own clock repaired. Today, grand opening of Clock Shop. The world-renowned clockmaker, Mr. Raven, has opened a new clock shop in our town. He is said to be an interesting... Do you have the bottom of that?
I don't think so. Hold on. Because once you hit the clocks, then you hit... What was right after that?
They're like the attic. Or the second floor, and on the second floor there's feathers on the ground, and then there's a little window, and there's a newspaper that's like framed on the wall.
Okay, I have something different. When I scroll up past, my floor is blank except for this rolled up piece of paper, but when I click on it, it doesn't seem to.
Can you double click or use it? I was gonna say yeah, because that might be the other side of the ticket.
It doesn't seem to. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then I have a calendar at the top.
Calendar. What's the date?
It's January 1st, 1927.
January 1st, 1927.
And oh, there we go. It's letting me change some of the day.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Weird. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of finicky because for some reason it just changed to the 9th. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay. So what? Okay, what day in January should we set it to?
Well, let's set it to, what did it say on the radio? It said, okay, so let's see, missing old cats and dogs. Blah, 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 blah. Their clock shop today, the 18th. The 18th of what, though?
I set mine to January 18th. Didn't seem to do much. And I still have this rolled up paper, but it's not the...
January 18th. What are the clocks that you have set to?
Hold on.
Anything? Doesn't look like I can interact with them, though. Anyway.
Mine is set to... that looks like 3:45.
Yeah, same. Mine also is 3:45. All right. And then there are these feathers on the ground. I can only click on them. I can't do anything with them.
Yeah, I don't have any feathers. I have this rolled up poster, paper. But when I click on it, it doesn't do anything either. Um,
Oh, the 18th you said. Is that a Wednesday?
the 18th is a. You can rotate the months and the day
Okay.
on this. Okay,
So
hold on.
we need it to be an 18th, a Wednesday the 18th.
Wednesday the 18th of March.
Yep, because the newspaper
Okay.
says it's the Wednesday edition. So I don't know if it's
All
March
right.
actually.
Yep, and it just opened up a safe. And
Hey,
I
what's in
have the
safe?
right side of the
Haha.
maze.
Okay.
So let me get this down real quick.
Yeah, so just duplicate the right side, and then I can do the left, and you can do the right side. Success.
Okay.
It's
one
not a
second.
flying rat. It's a ghost bird. Well, I mean, it could be a ghost bird. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
So over 1, and over 2, up 1, over 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's interesting,
All
Rock
right.
God.
All right.
Quoth
So
the
I'm
raven,
looking at.
maybe tomorrow. Does it have a
So
number on the right side of the ticket or no?
it does. It says 0067. I'll write
Okay,
it
that's
down.
same with me. Okay. Yeah, so just do the right side of the grid, and then we'll go back to the railroad, train station, and
Okay.
we'll.
And then the safe that opened has some books in it, but I can't. One of them says Gulliver's Travels. Another
Okay.
says Watchmaking.
Okay.
Another is something I can't identify. A spinning top, a bottle, random tools, but they're not
And
really interactable.
Esper Genesis, sponsored by
Aspergenesis, sponsored by Alligator Alley. Okay.
They knew.
This poster still isn't opening, but whatever. All right, let's go.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, so back
Right.
at the station.
All right. So station. Yep.
So we should go up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Click up 3 more times.
Wait, hold on. So let me do this thing again. So okay. So
Okay.
went up twice.
You want to reset?
Yeah, you might as well. I guess
right.
just to be sure.
Let's do it.
So okay. So up twice.
Okay.
Over 3 times.
All right.
Down twice.
Okay.
And then I have over once.
Okay. From there, you want to go up 3 times.
Okay.
And then over twice.
Okay.
And then up once.
Okay.
And then over.
Got it. Something happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. Let's scroll out.
Ah, the train.
The train is here.
And the bird.
Click on the train.
White Raven, come back. Oh. All right, we're going up to the train.
I still haven't seen the Raven.
Chapter 2. It says, I told Lerka I was making her a clock, but she wasn't interested. She was too busy playing with her stupid bird.
Mine says, it was getting harder to find animals for my experiments, but I still knew one I could get access to easily.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Quoth the Raven, social distancing. All right.
1932, looks like.
Yep, 32.
Okay, so a different version of the same.
Hey, thank you, Ali Freeborn, for the resub. 19 months. Another month is done. More to come. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, Ali, very much.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Good stuff, folks. And let me tell you, by the way, for the subs, I'm just going to say this. There may be stuff heading your direction as far as other channel benefits. I am not at liberty to discuss what, except to say that there will be some more stuff coming in the not-too-distant future. So you're getting on board at the right time and or resubbing for it. So thank you, Ali. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay. So
I'm going to scroll to the right first.
Same. Okay, are we going back
Let's
to the
go
house?
in the house? Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I've got 6 bells in front of me. And there's a piece of paper underneath the plant. Emily says, I left you something downstairs. It will be my greatest invention yet. Play our secret melody and I'll open the door, Amelie.
Okay.
All right.
I'm looking at almost like a living room. There's a deer skull hanging above a fireplace that's lit.
Okay.
Some logs stacked up next to the fireplace and a door that I'm going to try to open. And there's a stairway and a light.
Okay.
But I can't seem to go. Oh, I can go down. Okay.
Can't
Now
tell you
I'm
yet, Lone Wolf.
downstairs.
Soon. Okay.
Try to scroll, by the way. I'm not sure if...
I cannot scroll up or down.
Okay. So now I'm in like a little attic area.
So
Um,
I'm looking at 6 bells and they're labeled. So there's kitchen, front door, study, music room, office, and dining hall.
okay. I just got some text that says, I've been working on this iteration for 1 year now in the study. I'd like you to keep it safe for me, Lerky. Look after... And then it stops. Let me see.
Okay. How you like my
Ah.
flow, Rock God?
Aha, okay, I finish it. In 5 years, when I've gained more knowledge, I'll come back and complete it. I'll be sitting by the dinner table waiting for you.
Okay.
And I caught a lizard.
What? Suddenly Shadow of the Colossus?
Yes.
Can you eat it and will that allow you to hold your grip strength?
I don't seem to be able to interact with it much though. Oh yeah, and some Coven guy pointed out. I said I'm going downstairs, but I said the attic. It should be the basement.
Okay.
Okay, the lizard's not doing anything. Let me see if there's anything else.
You're a nurse, Allie?
Ah, there we go.
Wow, Allie.
Oh.
Can I just take a moment to like give incredible props right now? I mean,
Ditto.
seriously, Allie, thank you very much. Not just for the channel. Thank you for doing what you're doing right now. My God.
Yeah.
And be safe, Allie. Good grief.
I've seen some of the videos made by people such as
Yep.
Ali, and that's although for a lot of us it's kind of like this stress-free, somewhat stress-free time sitting at home and trying to stay distance from others. The healthcare system is being put to the test.
Yeah,
so
it sure is.
thank you.
Yeah, hang in there, Allie. Wow. Okay, so sorry. So you went down.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I got more text. I had to interact with more objects.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So I think I know what to do.
Okay.
Because I have a full paragraph of text in front of me and there's some numbers. So it says, I've been working on this iteration for 1 year in the study. Look after it really well, like you did with the 2 kittens you found in the pantry. So it sounds like 1, 2. And then it says, in 5 years, when I've gained more knowledge, I'll come back and complete it. I'll be sitting by the dinner table waiting for you. So it sounds like you want to hit bell 1, 2, and 5.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Okay. Let's see. Let me keep interacting with stuff then. How many bells do you have?
6.
Okay. In 5 years.
Yeah, and the bells. Yeah, I did tell them that, Coven, that the bells have room names. Yeah, I did tell them that.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. What are the room names?
So there's kitchen is bell 1, front door is 2, study is 3, music room is 4, office is 5, and dining hall is 6.
Got it. So listen to this. I've been working on this iteration for 1 year now in the study.
Okay, so once on the study. Got it.
Look after it really well, like you did with those 2 kittens you found in the pantry. So twice on the pantry, I guess.
I don't have a pantry. I guess kitchen.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And then it says, in 5 years, when I've gained a bit more knowledge, blah, 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 I'll be sitting by the dinner table waiting for you.
I guess that's dining hall. Okay.
So 5.
There it is.
All right.
Huzzah! Cool. And it opened. Okay. So we go down. There's a big rope. What? Oh, there's a barrel suspended by a rope from the ceiling. And there's... Okay, that's interesting. I'm hitting the bottle. It's pinata time. Aha! A pocket watch has emerged.
Okay.
And here's our pocket watch, and it's set to, like, okay, noon. 12,
Are you
15,
able to,
12:30.
I was about to ask if you could take it with you, but it seems you can't take anything with you in this game.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Do you have any, like, anything you're interacting with that requires numbers? Because mine is saying 12, so 12. Oh, I bet I know. I bet I know what it is. I bet this is telling us this grid, because because it's giving us, because what it's doing is it's going like the hands stop on the 12, and
Yeah.
then it like highlights and then goes right and then up again and then goes a certain amount of times and then it circles a bunch. So let's see. So it goes.
Okay.
So let's see. So it goes up once.
Yeah. I
Up.
don't seem to have anything else to interact with on my screen, but I'll keep trying.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's what this is. So up once,
All right.
right once, up 3 times, right once, and I think it was down once. Let's see. So 2, 3, right once, down once. Yeah, down once. Okay, so it's up 1, right 1, up 3, right 1, down 1. So
Okay.
let's see if we got that right.
As long as you got that.
Okay.
I'm not sure
So-
if that equals the entire track though.
It may not. Also, did you notice that there's a music store now?
Let me look. Oh yeah, I see. I'm gonna go in.
I'm just gonna, while you're doing that, I'm gonna see up 1,
All right.
right 1, up 3, right 1, down 1. Yeah, no, it's not enough. So that's good. So we have the first part of it, I guess.
Okay.
So
Oh, this looks interesting.
music. Not
So-
Ravens clocks. Okay.
I'm looking at a series of
Thanks, Kevin.
what looks like wheels, I guess, with buttons underneath them.
Okay.
And then there are numbers assigned to the buttons that go 14, 16, 18, 24, 26. They just keep going up in even numbers of 2.
I am looking at a mailbox that says Post Brevcas on it. And it looks like there's a map, although I can't really open any of it. I can't scroll up or down.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just going to hit random buttons.
that seems like it'll work. um, yeah, it is interesting.
Oh, what? I can turn these? Oh, God.
You can turn them?
So, okay, this is
Whoa.
really weird.
My bad.
Um,
We might need
So-
to go back into the clock store to do that, by the way. Just that may be the thing.
yeah. So I'm basically looking at, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 12 of this type of contraption. It's basically a clock. Except it, okay, it looks really weird. It looks like a clock, except instead of 12 places, it has 9.
Okay.
And instead of 2 hands, it has 4. And I can shift any of the 4 hands to any of the 9 locations. And then under each of those, remember I have 12 of these, there is a button and then a number assigned to it.
All right, so we got to do this with the
Yeah.
clock. I'm pretty sure I have a mailbox, and that's pretty much
Okay.
it. So,
All right.
and this
Let's go to
is
the-
open 3 to 9, so we got to do
Okay.
our deal.
Yep, and that's that. All right, let's do it.
All right, so that's 2,
And then
3, and that should mean that it's open. Okay.
open up.
Oh, okay, so I have a letter. I have a key, clock shop, which I've kept now. And there's another key inside the envelope that I just got. There's a lantern.
Okay, cup and guy.
And I think that's it. Oh, and there's a picture of, I think it's Amelie facing away, and that white raven is perched on her left shoulder looking to the left.
Okay.
And I have now an envelope and a key. So maybe that envelope and the key will let me open up the mailbox so I
Sure.
can give you information for your button thing.
So on my screen, I have like a plaque that says, "Dear Amelie, I am pleased to inform you that you've been chosen as my new apprentice. Your experiments with time extractions are truly groundbreaking. I agree that our short lifespan is deeply unfair, especially for people like us who keep improving the world, pushing forward. I'm looking forward to helping you with your experiment in Switzerland. Yours sincerely, Clarissa Schar, Master Watchmaker."
Interesting.
And then I have a couple of books, and the white raven is sitting right in front of me. It's alive, and it's just cawing, and I haven't clicked it yet, so I'm going to click it. And nothing's happening. It's just
Okay.
right in front of me.
So I got something for your clocks. When I
Okay.
when I mailed the letter to Amelie, I got a little letter out which says post box number 28, and then it says northwest, west, southwest, and east.
Got it.
Does
Okay.
that make any
All right,
sense?
I'm gonna go back in. So, say that to me again.
So it's post box number 28,
All right.
and then northwest.
Okay. Uh, finish. So
So it's
northwest.
northwest dash west dash southwest dash east.
Interesting. Okay, let me just try to completely do this.
Does that make any
Uh,
sense?
sort of. Go through it one more time.
Okay. Northwest,
Okay.
west,
Okay.
southwest, and
Okay.
east.
All right. Hmm. That's weird. Because I have.
I also have this key, but I don't entirely know.
Oh. Wait. So I know what to do. Oh. Go through it one more time for me.
Sure. So
I
it's
messed
post
it up.
box number 28,
Yep.
and it's northwest
Okay.
dash west
Okay.
dash southwest
All right.
dash east.
All right. I figured it out. I got it open.
Nice.
A letter. I have a key.
I also have a key.
And it says, "Here's your key to the clock shop, Amelie. When you're done working, could you help me look for my raven?"
Okay. Key to the clock shop.
All right.
This is where I got the key.
I'm gonna go back into the clock shop.
I'm like fiddling with the plant.
There doesn't seem. I mean, I have something that says, "Do not remove these tools. I will work when the shop is. I will work when the clock shop is closed."
Oh, so then we need to go back and we need to get it closed again, and then you use the key to get in, or we use the key to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So if we go
okay.
back, we should be able to just go backwards. I
Sure.
think.
Yeah.
So do it.
Well, let's
do it
see
to
if we
like
can
2
go.
o'clock. We can. I see that it does. Okay, so I'm using my key to get into the clock shop. Ah, okay. Now I've got Horology, New Methods of Measuring Time by C. Shar. It's Emily Raven. Accuracy. Through multiple studies, Ms. Shar figured out that a timepiece would be more precise when using only quartz in the channeling plate.
Only quartz.
And then it says, I think this sequence will be more accurate with the additional benefit of storing time. Oh, we got a logic puzzle. Got a logic puzzle. Yep, you were right, Shadana.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you got?
Bird, shut up. The bird keeps. Stop it. The bird keeps like poking the watch. Stop it. It's so annoying. Okay. I have the interiors of a watch.
Okay.
And there basically seem to be 4 points.
Yep.
That then culminate into 1 point. And in each of the 4 points, there's what looks almost like a jade marble, and then a red marble, a brown marble, and a white one.
Yep, I got it. Okay, so that's what this logic puzzle about. So it says the tiger's eye should be to the left of the quartz.
Okay, I'm imagining the tiger's eye is which one would that be?
So the red has got to be the ruby. There's
sure.
Tiger's Eye, malachite. I don't actually remember what malachite is.
I think malachite is.
Or malachite.
I think that's green. So I think the tiger's eye is probably brown.
Okay.
So
you got Tiger's Eye, quartz, malachite, and ruby.
Okay, and then what did it say for the?
So it says
Tiger's
Eye. So it says the tiger's eye should be to the left of the quartz. It says the malachite cannot be to the far sides or directly next to the ruby. So that means the malachite's got to be one of the middle two, and it can't be next to the ruby. And it says the ruby must not be directly next to the tiger's eye.
Okay, I got a condition where I think this works.
Okay, so it says then you point the balance needle towards towards the malachite.
Point the balance needle towards the malachite.
Does that make any sense or no?
Sort of. Oh.
Also, I got it. Malachite is green, quartz is clear, ruby is red, and tiger's eye is kind of like planet Jupiter brownish.
Okay. Can you read through the arrangement one more time?
Sure. So it's Yeah, and I see the 4 balance points you're talking about. There's a picture, a diagram of that here. So the
Okay.
tiger's eye should be to the left of the quartz. The malachite cannot be to the far sides or directly next to the ruby.
Okay.
And
Give
the
me a
ruby
second
must
then.
not be directly next to the tiger's eye.
Okay. I think I can figure this out.
So, yeah, okay.
Um, can't be next to the ruby.
Yeah, so so we know for a fact that the tiger's eye can't be in the last spot because it has to be the left of the quartz.
Yeah.
So it could be spot 1, 2, or 3. And we know that the malachite can't be in spot 1 or 4. It's got to be in 2 or 3, and it can't be next to the ruby. What's up, Burner,
Let's
also?
see. And the what was the condition for the ruby?
And the ruby must not be directly next to the tiger's eye.
And then the malachite can't be next to what?
Cannot be to the far sides or directly next to the ruby.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out. Cannot be the or next to the ruby. So what if I rearrange like this? Oh, it just has to be to the left. It doesn't have. Does the tiger's eye have to be directly to the left or just to the left?
It says to the left, and I think it would say directly if it meant
Okay.
it.
So let me try this then.
So basically, you know malachite's 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and you know that wherever it is, ruby can't be next to it.
Yep.
So it's got to be malachite 2 and ruby 4, or malachite 3 and ruby 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Malachite 3 and ruby 1. Let me try that.
Because then you could put tiger's eye 2 and quartz 4. And then let me know when you've got that, because then
Tiger's eye 2, quartz 4. But malachite can't be next to the quartz.
malachite can't be next to the ruby.
Okay. So right now, let me see if this works. So right now I have ruby, tiger's eye, malachite, quartz.
Can't be, because ruby can't be next to the tiger's eye.
Okay.
So you could go ruby, malachite, tiger's eye, quartz. That would work.
But the malachite can't. Oh no. Okay, that's good. That should work.
You see what I'm saying? So ruby, tiger's eye, malachite, quartz should follow all of the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, ruby, malachite, tiger's eye, quartz. Yeah, that would work.
Ruby, malachite, tiger's eye, quartz. I have that, and it's not.
Okay. Well, so then it says the balance needle. Is there a needle to do?
Yes. Yeah, and I have it pointing at the malachite.
Okay, so
right?
then that's fine. Then you're not done yet. So then what you do is you then wind the clock up by turning the top right gear clockwise twice.
Okay.
And then it says close the lid and set the clock to 12.
Close the lid and set the clock to 12. Whoops. Hold on.
It says this should initiate the extraction process.
Well, the thing is that there's no way to.
Yeah, it said once the lid has closed, test the experiment by setting the clock to 12.
It's not giving me an option to close a lid.
Okay, so then the order may not be right then.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Read all the rules through one more time.
Sure. So the tiger's eye should be to the left of the quartz.
Okay.
And the malachite, I mean, I think the thing to do is the malachite can't be to the far sides, so malachite has to be either 2 or 3.
Yep.
And it can't be next to the ruby. So again, it either is
so right
malachite
now it's next to the ruby.
Oh, okay.
So
it either has to be malachite 2 and ruby 4, or malachite 3 and ruby 1.
All right.
And if you put malachite 3, ruby 1, and you put tiger's eye in 2, then the quartz would be all the way over to 4, and then everything fits.
Yeah, I think that's what I have right now, so I
Okay.
think it should work.
So now point towards the malachite, and then
Okay.
wind the clock up. You turn the top right gear clockwise twice.
This freaking Raven, man. It keeps hitting the clock. Okay.
Listen, man, tell that raven what for, all right? Cut the red wire. What red wire? Oh my god, yeah.
And then it said turn the top right gear clockwise twice.
Correct.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? Can you wind anything?
Yes.
And then you close the lid and test the experiment by setting the clock to 12.
Okay. But they're okay, so the problem I'm running into right now is that I have a gear on the left, I have a gear on the top right. I have another random gear. Coven guy says I think it's Tiger's Eye, Malachite, Quartz, Ruby. Which
Well, that could be.
well that could work.
I mean, that would work, yes.
Ah, okay, it worked.
Okay.
Thank you, Coven guy.
So then you set the clock to 12.
Okay.
So you wind the clock up, you turn the top right gear clockwise twice. Then when the lid's
Mhm.
closed, you test the experiment by setting the clock
All
to
right.
12.
And the clock just sucked the raven into it.
Good. See? We've solved our problem. We win, the raven is dead. We go. No. Okay.
So now the raven seems to be like controlling the clock from the inside.
That's terrifying.
It seems to keep going to 12:15 and 12:30.
So, okay, so mark this down. This is the other side of the grid. Remember we were talking about this?
Oh,
Because it's probably doing it in a repetition. So the
I
number of
see, I
times that
see,
it
I
goes
see.
right and the number of times it goes
Yes.
down or whatever.
Yep. That's perfect. Okay. Right, 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 down, right, down, down, right. So
You got it?
almost.
Okay. Hey, what's Iscariot Paladin? I have not seen you in forever. Is this how Ravenloft really works? I hope not, Shadowner. This is called Tick Tock, A Tale for Two, and it's a cooperative game where you play with one other person, obviously. And so I am playing with my friend Zac Clay, and we are each playing the same game, but basically we have two different halves of the same game, essentially. And
Yeah.
so we have to kind of like read out things to each other and figure aspects out that we sort of talk to each other about to get this across. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
I think we're ready to go. Now the question is whose clock is first? I
Exactly, but
guess.
we don't know. Well, since I'm player two, right? So let's assume that
Sure.
you're first.
Sure. Okay.
So what do we do?
So you're gonna want to go. Oh, actually, I think you would have to be first because my directions say right, 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 down.
Yeah,
but
okay,
if
so
we're
it
in the
can't
bottom
be.
left.
Okay, so then you go up one,
Okay.
right one,
Okay.
up three,
All right.
right one,
All right.
and then down one.
Okay.
Okay, now what
And
do you
then
have?
for me, go right 3 times,
Yep,
then down 1,
yep,
then right 1,
yep.
then down twice,
Okay.
and then right.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Love
We're
it.
geniuses.
Ha! We defy your clock. Let's go.
And then
All right.
you go out, and then the train.
Chapter 3. I knew Lerka wouldn't want to harm the people who went into the clock, so I decided to give them a way out.
It was easier than I thought to extract time from animals. Now I had to learn how to do the same with people.
We should have you reading this first from now on, because that makes sense. That you do yours and then I do that. I knew Lerka,
Sure.
blah, blah, blah. Okay, so
Yeah,
that
yeah,
works.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm in front of a tower.
1937. As am I. And I see the track is closed again. The gate is locked. The gate is shut.
So I'm looking at a tower with light on, and then I have 6 light bulbs hanging in
Same.
front. Okay.
And you can click on them and light them, and when you do, the door lights.
Yes. When I do it, it lights the top 6.
Yep, same.
Okay. Oh, we can scroll left or right though.
All right. We got the house again with more bulbs. Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna have to click them in each one, I bet, because look at all the ones that are back at
Yep.
that. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's do what we can.
Go into the house.
Yes.
All right.
Into this. Oh, okay. I am looking at a phone.
I am also looking at a phone.
My phone has five. Let's see. So there's 6 blank buttons.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, 5 blank buttons, and then there is 5, 6, 7 plus 8 tilde tilde key and 9.
Uh-huh. Okay. I have the same thing except my buttons say 123 star 4 pound 0.
So we have to like dial together probably.
Yeah, but we need to know what the number
Right,
is.
exactly. Okay, so that's all
All
we
right.
have in the house. So
Scroll again.
we got the post
Instrument
office again.
house.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I got your wheels thing. I think this is now. Yeah, I have the wheels that you had before.
I'm looking at a Morse code machine.
Oh, and mine says, "I'm so excited to restore the clock shop with you, Lerica. Soon we are going to be a proper family again. Meet me in the basement of the shop." And that's in number 17. Whoops. Oh, I screwed up. Okay. All right.
Hmm.
And you have a what, did you say?
Morse code, but Coven Guy's saying it's a telegraph machine. It just seems like Morse code, although there's no way for me to distinguish long or short. So
Okay. Yeah, tilde. Okay, so then 17. Mine just says number 17, so I think probably we're gonna have to.
keep going.
Yeah, and then Ron's
All right.
clocks. Raven's clocks we can get. Oh, it's all dark
And
and stuff.
Coven Guy, I'll let you know if we need help from now on. Should we try to go into the?
Yeah, you can get in there, and so the top floor is too
Okay.
dark to see because we need electricity to light the top. I am. What the flip is this? Okay, I'm looking at a.
Whoa.
Do you have a machine that has like a
I
bunch of symbols on it?
I do. I
Okay.
do.
What do your symbols say?
I have a ladder, a little girl,
Yeah.
a raven,
Yeah.
like a gear wheel,
Yeah.
a keyhole,
Yeah.
a wolf, a
Yeah.
snake, hourglass, and a butterfly,
Okay,
or
so
a moth.
that's what I have too.
Okay.
And what
Oh,
happens if I turn it
oh,
on?
I just turned it on and
3, 2, 1.
it says,
It said 3, 2, 1 dot dot dot.
okay, so what happened when I turned mine on is it came up with the symbol of the raven, and then I hit the raven, and then it came up with dot dot dot.
Oh,
So, oh, maybe, okay, turn yours on.
yeah.
Now hit the raven.
Okay, turn it on. Oh, snake. Oh, it's like Simon Says. Dot dot. Oh, I get it. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
okay.
we're supposed to tell each other what
Yeah.
the...
Okay,
Okay, so-
gotcha.
You ready to
Yeah,
start?
let's do that again. So, 3, 2, 1.
Ready,
Okay, go.
go.
I need. What is it?
It's a raven.
Okay. Snake.
Okay. Mine says 2.
2.
It just
No.
said the number 2.
No, that means you're running out of time, is what that meant. So let's try that again.
Okay.
Wait, oh, it
3.
literally said the number 2? Yeah.
It literally said the number 2.
That's weird. Okay, let's try again. So,
Ready, go.
all right. What do you got? Raven.
Raven.
Okay. Snake.
Okay.
Then I have
And then mine says 1.
1.
Maybe that means the first position?
Snake again? No. It says,
Hmm.
Maybe 1 means what's in the middle?
Yeah, because the first time we did this, we hit Raven and Snake, and then just the number 2 popped up. And then the next time we did it, Raven and Snake, and then the number 1.
Interesting. All right, let's try it again. So, oh, shoot. My bad. I started already.
No worries, guy. Thank you.
Okay, Raven, Snake,
Yep.
and then what do you got?
Raven, Snake, and then now I have 4.
4.
Not really sure how to tell that.
4. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? Okay, you ready to try again? We'll sync it up this time.
Sure. Yep.
That's right. 3,
Ready,
2,
go.
1, go. All right, so
Raven.
snake.
Now it says 7.
Snake again. Well, see, when I hit position 7, that's snake, and that just doesn't do anything. Oh, maybe you need to hit what's your 7,
Yeah,
actually.
I'll try that.
All right, so let's do that again, right?
Raven, and then snake.
And then whatever it is, the number that it gives you.
8.
So.
Okay, hit the moth.
Okay, hold on, sorry. All right, raven, snake, moth, yes, 5, number 5.
Okay, so yeah, the way I got that is you have to count from top across.
Gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Keyhole.
Okay, here I haven't.
Yeah, I ran out of time. That's okay. That's fine. So we got raven, snake, moth, keyhole so far.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So, all right.
Raven, snake, moth,
keyhole. Now what do you have?
Now I have hourglass.
Okay. 7 to the right, so I'm guessing that means gear.
Okay.
Yep. Gear.
Now ladder.
Okay. And then puppet. That's probably the doll.
Okay. And then now the moth again.
And then ladder +2. Ladder +2. So
Okay.
the snake, or twice, I guess. Oh, I got it wrong. Damn it! Must have been the snake. I'm guessing that's what it was.
Okay.
Let's
try again.
Okay.
Raven, snake, moth, keyhole, hourglass.
Hourglass. Gear.
Okay.
And then.
Then the ladder.
Right. Okay. And then the doll or the puppet.
Okay.
Now what?
Whoa! 2 diagonals down. That was a weird direction. It said 2 and then diagonal down. That's weird.
So the one that was right down from 2.
I
Like
guess.
if you just went,
Oh,
you see what I
yeah,
mean?
you're
Like
right.
down in
You're
the same
right.
spot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again.
And
Ready, go.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Raven,
snake,
moth, hourglass. Oh
keyhole.
no, I'm dumb. Okay.
It's okay. I turned it off.
Now I tried it.
Ready, go.
Raven, snake,
Raven,
moth,
snake, moth,
keyhole,
and
then
hourglass,
right, and then the gear, and then ladder.
The ladder.
Okay, and then the puppet.
Yep.
And
then the raven. No, what?
What?
Oh, it's the moth. I got it. I keep confusing. I keep confusing the keyhole and the hourglass.
I thought you were confusing. Like it looks like a raven when it's a moth. It's like we need to talk about some basic ecological.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. All right.
Raven, snake,
Okay.
moth,
Snake, moth,
keyhole.
Keyhole. Yeah.
Yep. And then hourglass.
Yeah, and then the gear.
Gear. Then the ladder.
Okay, and then the puppet.
And then the moth.
And then slither, so the snake.
Okay. And then the wolf.
Okay. And then the raven.
Okay. And then the snake.
Okay. And then gear +3. 1, 2, 3. The keyhole.
Okay. And then the gear.
Okay, and then the snake.
Okay. And then the raven.
Okay, and then escape. Escape?
Keyhole? The keyhole.
Yes, we got it.
we were both like the keyhole.
Like, what is that? Oh my god. Okay, so it says northeast. It sees northeast XX.
It sees sort. Okay. So say that again.
Well, so it has it has a compass rose.
Yeah.
Right, and then north, east, south, west, and then it has 2 X's. There's like 2 circles, and it's got like, so what are you seeing?
Oh, I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is south and then southeast. So I'm imagining that's where you have to put. That's what I had to do last time. It's where you have to put the 4 hand positions
Okay.
of the
So
your circle thing.
is your inside one, the inside one is south? The inside ring?
Yeah, so yeah, because basically on my machine, on the two like mechanical parts,
Right.
one of them's pointing south and then one of them is pointing southeast. And then in the box where our pictures were, it has those as like two X's, so south and then southeast.
Oh, so you're able to, are you able to, okay.
I'm not able to shift anything, so I think I know what we need to do though. If we go back to the instrument room or whatever we're not in. Oh, I
Okay.
just noticed there's a.
You're literally yelling keyhole. Right on. Yeah, I was like, keyhole, keyhole.
Yes.
We should have been like, escape on the Raven. No, not on the Raven. Okay, so,
There's,
so I basically
I'm looking
have
at a
two that are
radio
in. Okay, well,
upstairs though.
let me see what we got. Yes.
You would have failed. You chosen. Yeah, I. We were both like the keyhole.
Combination puzzle game. And I'm playing with Zac. Different kind of Tick Tock. Okay.
If you scroll up, do you have a radio?
I do.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
so let's see what we got.
do our thing again.
Okay.
So mine says. Oh, I think you have to go first.
3 patients from the nursing home in Hillebake.
Have vanished in the middle of the night.
Man, what are these experiments? The talented Amelie Raven has returned from Switzerland. She is
Determined to reopen and bring back glory to Raven's clocks.
what could go wrong? The police are looking for anyone who was in the vicinity of the nursing
Home yesterday evening. They're asking for assistance finding the missing patients.
Oh, wow. The post office's water damage is repaired and all post boxes are ready.
To be used again. There is already a letter in post box 34. So let's remember that.
Okay. Post box 34. Okay.
Yep. And then that was south and southeast.
The tragic
Alright.
nursing home incident has reopened old wounds in our village. We
Hope these disappearances won't remain unsolved like those 5 years ago.
Okay. We have no news when train service will return to our
Village again. The station is now permanently closed.
Okay, and then it says, this one's the tight one. Clarissa Shar, the generous benefactor of our new clock tower, died last
Month. At the opening ceremony next week, we will honor her memory. Okay. So now I guess we go back to the instrument place.
I guess so.
Or, yeah, I think that was it. Or,
Okay.
No. Whichever place for you had the circles and the number post box
Yes, that's
thing.
the one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so 34.
So what you want to do,
right?
yeah, go to 34.
Yeah.
And then set the arms to whatever 2 compass positions you had. And then the 2 that I had were south and southeast.
South and southeast. Yep. Okay.
There you go.
Post office telegram. It feels like I was
Okay.
gone for such a long time, but for all the time I was away, it still felt short, too short to finish my invention. Now we will have the longest lives ever, longer than you could imagine. When you've repeated this message, I'll guide your way. Repeated this message.
Because I'm looking at a telegraph, and basically what I have is I can click a thing. Oh, I can do long and short. Okay.
Then we got it. So ready?
1 second.
Because I got the message. I got this thing. Yeah, short
All
and
right.
long. Yep,
yeah,
yep.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Feels like I was gone for such a long time. So long.
Okay.
Then short.
All right.
Short.
All right.
Long.
Okay.
Long.
All right.
And then again. Long.
All right.
Short.
Okay.
Short.
Yep.
Long.
All right.
Long.
All right. And it worked.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
So that gets us in.
And a light turned on.
Okay.
Okay, and now it's speaking Morse code back to me. So let me write it down.
Okay.
Hold on. One second.
Super cool.
Gotta get it
I
to.
thought you were gonna have to transcribe that message into Morse. I was gonna be like, I know SOS. That's like that's all I know. And welcome everybody. If you are here wondering what's going on, I am streaming a cooperative game with my friend Zac Clay. We are playing Tick Tock, A Tale for Two. We have basically two halves of the same game, and we need each other to finish it. And
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay. I have
you're a
a Morse
percussion
code.
guy. You should know all about this
Oh
now.
yeah, 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 yeah. I got a Morse code pattern now.
Okay.
Although I'm wondering if we're supposed to somehow do that with the light bulbs. Oh no, no, no. Maybe we still have to do the telephone, right?
Yes, we still have to do
In
the
the
telephone.
house.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if the Morse code has something
Whoops.
to
I'll
do
just
with
place the
that.
house. Probably, yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna go into the house.
hmm. Because
Amen. Right.
I have a Morse code pattern, but I don't know Morse code. I don't think it expects us to know Morse code.
What's up, Dark
But
Side Rob? How you doing, man?
hmm.
Well, you have a Morse code pattern. Do you? How many dots and dashes and stuff? Because I have.
So I have it's three. I'm imagining three words, and
Okay.
each word has four letters. So to explain, it goes short, long, short, short, and then there was a long pause, and then short, long, 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 and then there was a long pause, and
Okay.
then short, long, long, short.
So actually, so keep that pattern. But if you go to the house, press
Yeah.
1 on your phone.
Okay. Oh, okay. Mine says, one says was pouring down and made me scared,
Okay. So
and then
my 5. Okay, good. Keep going. Keep going. We're looking for the
oh
beginning of a sentence.
yeah, I think I see it. So I just pressed two, and
Okay.
two says, hey, Lerky, and the H is capitalized. I'm so glad you finally.
Okay. Uh,
And then here, let me
you
just click all
finally.
my
I got. I
numbers.
got it. I got it. 7. Decided to pick up the phone. I've been leaving. So we're looking. So it's. You said it was 2. So it's
Yeah.
2
So
and then 7, right?
okay.
2 dash
Yep.
7. Um,
Um, and then what was the end of the sentence you just said?
I've been leaving.
I've let me just keep. Oh, I just pressed star and it said, "You so many messages. Wait, I know you're still."
Okay, so 2 7 star. I know
Yep.
you're still angry, but don't hang up on me yet. I really want you to. So that's number 5. So it's 2
Okay.
7 star 5. Okay.
I know you're really angry, but what?
Don't hang up on me yet. I really want you to.
Know that before I left, I made you something to keep. That's number 4.
Okay. Um, and then 8 is it's upstairs, and it's even better. This one cannot die.
Hmm. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, because my
Two
plus and
seven
tilde buttons don't work. So
2 7
okay,
star 5
let
4.
I appreciate it, Kevin, but let us figure it out. Okay, man. Let's see. Because it might also be read the end of 4 again.
Yeah. 1 second. Know that some. Sorry. Know that before I left, I made you something to keep.
Yeah, that okay. Yeah, that's true. So it would be keep you company. So you company.
Yeah.
I would
So
have
what?
told you. So instead of
What?
8, it's 9. So it's 5 4
Okay.
9.
All right.
I
Keep you company, and then what was it?
I would have told you.
Let me see.
It's okay,
Let's
Kevin.
see. I'll find it in a second. There you go. Number 3 it says earlier, but you never mind. Are you still?
Uh,
So the last part was, are you still? And that it added number 3 to our queue.
huh.
But
Are
I
you
have
still? Do you have
mine
another one?
says,
Because
sure. Let's see. 493. Um, Not that would seem like it finishes this phrase.
Yes, that's the same for me. The message is drink your Ovaltine. Excellent, this term. Thank you. Because the other one I have is 8, which is it's upstairs, and it's even better. This one cannot die. And that's a period, which makes me think that that's the last one.
Yeah. So you don't have anything that seems like it would follow. Are you still?
No, because angry, but don't hang up on me yet. I really want you to. We already did that, I think.
Yeah, no.
Right? Yeah, and I definitely, my tilde and plus don't do anything. So, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I see. You can do a tilde and a plus. Okay. So there are 2 others. So you said, are you still
Yeah.
there? You know your raven that went missing, the one. So that's tilde.
Okay. That raven that went missing was at the end of the sentence.
The missing, the one.
The one. Let's see. Oh, I think I know what it is. 0. It says the one you named Cole, Kol.
Okay.
I made a new one for you, comma. And that's it. So tilde and then 0, and it says I made a new one for you.
To visit. There is now a dark tower.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's the new sentence says I made a new one for you, and then there's a comma. So I'm imagining if they're like super grammatically correct that there wouldn't be a comma between you and to visit.
Right.
We'll see if it works, I guess.
No, I mean that's okay. So let's see. So let's just go through again. So number 2 for you is what again?
So I have hey Lerky, I'm so glad you finally
Okay. Decided to pick up the phone. I've been leaving. Then I had star.
You so many messages. Wait, I know you're still.
Okay, and then it's angry, but don't hang up on me yet. I really want you to. And then it's 4.
Yep. Know that before I left, I made you something to keep.
Okay, and then it was you company. I would have told you. I think it was 3.
Yep.
Next.
Earlier, but you. Never mind. Are you still?
Okay, and then tilde. There. You know your raven that went missing, the one.
You named Cole, Kol. I made a new one for you, comma.
Comma. Okay. So I have, okay, so the ones that are left are, for me, are mad at me when I arrived, and it's upstairs, and it's even better, this one cannot die. Those are the 2 that I have left.
Yeah. I made a new one for you. It's upstairs. Yeah, I think that works.
I guess it's got to be that. Okay.
Yeah, the earlier one you said to visit, and it didn't make
That's
too much
right.
sense.
It's upstairs, and it's even better, this one cannot die. Okay.
Okay. What number is that?
That's 8.
Okay. This one cannot die. And then, is that a period at the end of that?
Yes.
Oh, so I think that's it then. Unless.
Huh. So we don't use the others?
I guess. Oh, I just rang the phone and a ladder came down.
Oh. Okay.
Did that same thing for you?
No, I didn't know, because I don't have the... No.
Okay.
I don't...
Whoa. Oh, this looks complicated. Okay.
I wonder if my phone is supposed to ring also.
Do you have a like a little like a receiver, like a thing you would pick up?
Yeah. Mine just sort of resets it though. So, okay, 2. So, maybe it's just mine. Maybe it's just I have to just put mine in the right order. 5, yeah. And then 4, and then 9, and then 3, and then tilde, and then 0, and then 8. Yeah, okay, here's my ladder.
There you go.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm looking at 5 different like blueprints on the wall. And oh, I hope we don't have to use all these because some of them look really weird and complicated.
Well, I have a
Um,
clockwork bird inside a bird cage, which is reminding me of something that I created for a novel in progress. So I really want to go back in time and tell these people to stop stealing my ideas. No, just kidding. Um, but anyway, so mine, but it's in a bird cage and it says ZZZ at the bottom, 3 letters, and I
Zach,
can,
Zach, Zach.
yeah, and I can change it to a bunch of what look like Greek letters, and then no, that's actually just no, it's just the alphabet, different letters.
Okay. I have several blueprints, some of which I don't really think are useful because they seem complicated. But one in the center looks like a clock, and it has more spaces than a usual clock does. Um, but it has 12, 3, 6, and 9. And if you were to take a clock and you were to like karate chop it in half, vertically, like you're splitting it so that there's a line between 12 and 6.
I I just want to point out that your name doesn't work. Sorry. Your name did not get started. Okay, so sorry, I'm now completely
So
focused.
okay, imagine a clock.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if I put my finger on the number 12 on a clock,
Right.
and then I drew a line straight down to 6, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So you have a clock that's now split into 2 pieces, right?
Okay. Yep.
In the right side of the clock, there's a picture of a raven's head,
Okay.
and the beak is pointing to 3 o'clock, if that makes sense.
The beak is pointing to 3 o'clock. Okay.
I don't know what relevance that is. On the left side of the split clock is one of those telegraph machines again. It's just a drawing of a telegraph machine.
Okay.
Um,
It's not
that's what
pointing
I'm
at a
looking at.
number.
I guess it's pointing at 9, but not really. So it's
Huh.
like the clock's split in half. There's a raven's head on the right side, a telegraph on the left side. And then there are like, are you looking at anything that's clock related?
There's a clockwork raven inside a bird cage with 3 changeable letters, and I can
Three changeable letters.
yeah, 3 letters. I mean, like I can change them all the way from
From A to
gosh.
Z.
No, there's like theta, I think that is, and then
Oh gosh.
then
All right.
well, no, just not much of those. Then it's just A through Z. So it's A through Z
Okay.
plus, and I don't remember the Greek letter names. Like I don't remember which is which. Like
Okay. Are those letters attached to any particular part of the bird?
good night, Lone Wolf. Thing. No, the bird is just sort of looks like it's just not. It looks like it's sort of like not energized yet. There's no energy in it, and it's just kind of like staring down at the bottom of the cage.
Okay. Um. Interesting.
So in the meantime, I'm just gonna, you know,
Try random.
well, yeah, I figured, I'll put in
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
so value added tax that should help. You know, this is how I feel about this right now, Chad.
Hmm.
What?
Hmm.
Uh,
I don't know.
it's not what's robot for alive energized. Yeah, exactly. Could yours work out to another post office box?
Maybe.
Oh, we got the train. It's working.
What I'm imagining, that doesn't. Well, the other thing about this clock is that it has the positions 12, 3, 6, and 9 are those numbers are written out where they should be. But in between them, where there should normally be like 3 spaces between each number,
2 spaces between.
or sure, 2 spaces between.
Right.
There are instead 6 circles that almost kind of remind me of the 6 light bulbs that are outside. So between 12 and 3, there are 6 circles. Between 3 and 6, there are 6 circles in the spots where you would normally imagine,
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5, but evenly spaced. Shadoner in my chat says, I'm holding my observation.
Yeah, he said the same thing in mine.
Okay.
They said the same thing in mine. So because I was thinking if it was directional, then it would maybe explain how to set the thing so we could get another clue out of the post office box.
Maybe,
but
yeah. I mean, but what this is making me think of is that it's making me think of the light bulbs outside.
right.
And the last thing about this clock is that there is uh, like there almost as if someone drew like a circle around the clock, and there are three different like arrow marks, and those three different arrow marks are centered over three different parts of its. I like it. Kind of gives me an indication of what bulbs to turn on, but I don't know.
Okay.
But then how do I know what 12 is versus?
Well, assume that 12 is the clock. The clock tower. Like
Sure,
assume
yeah, you're
assume
right.
that's
You're right.
north, right? Or
Yeah.
that's 12.
Although, oh, you're right. Okay, okay. So if that's the clock tower, then it would be. Oh, okay. And then the gate. So what if it's? I think this is the wrong one, actually. All right, give me a second. I think I can
Mm-hmm.
figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. So it looks like 3, and then 4, and then
It's 42. The answer to life.
yes, and then 1. So it looks like. All right, I'm gonna try something. No idea if it's gonna work at
Okay.
all. Uh, oh, interesting. 3, 4. Okay. That was too many. All right, and then 1, I guess. One more. All right, what I was thinking didn't work.
Okay.
Hmm. And you're just looking at a mechanical raven, right?
Right. I mean,
And
I
then
went to the clock tower to take a look at that. But yes, inside the house on the second floor is
and then
a. I was trying a little bit.
oh,
It's 8675309. Eight six
we
seven
have
five three zero
I
nine. What's
I'm
up,
forgetting
Gabriel
too that
Furlong?
I have a I have
I've
a
covered that, by the way, as term.
I have a Morse code the Morse code phrase again that I'm forgetting.
Oh yeah, what's the phrase again?
So it's short long short short, short long long long, short long long short, which might oh those do spell out 3 no. Well, that spells out 3 words, not 3 letters
What's the first
that
letter
are
of each word?
I don't know. Well, wait. Oh no. I think no. In Morse code, I think short, like I think mixtures of short and long do create letters.
They do.
But I don't know if we have to look them up or not. Maybe I do. Let me just look
They
it up.
probably would give you that in here, wouldn't they? I mean,
Probably, but I'll just look it up and see if that's the answer. So
I'm just putting in SOS here just in case.
okay.
This is reminding me of sorcery chat. SOS. Nope. I did not do it. No, I'm good for right now, Shadowner. Not yet.
Okay, try L, as in Larry, in the first spot.
Okay, hold on a second. Can I just... No, it's the way to... Okay. L, yeah. Yep. Okay.
1 second. J.
Okay, hold on a second.
And then
Okay.
P, as in peanut.
LJP. Oh no, I went right past L. Oh god. Come on. Oh, I guess you can go a little faster this way. All right. All right. LJP. LJP does not do anything.
Nothing. Okay.
Nope.
I'll go back and like make sure that I'm getting the right pattern then, because I feel like that should work, unless the Morse code translator I just looked up is not accurate. All right.
Someone is trolling you with the.
Someone's trolling me on the internet. Okay. Let's try this again.
Yes, they were shadowed. Because the other possibility is that it's another one of these. Those are Danish letters, really. One of the other possibilities is that there's another box within this post office box that opens the clue, which gets the bird to move, which allows the, you know.
Okay. I think I have an answer.
Okay. What's...
Although you only have slots for 3 letters, right?
Yeah, I do.
Let me try this, because hold on. Oh, so if I just looked it up, it spells out the word lamp. L-A-M-P.
Lamp.
Because I misjudged the distance between some of the dots, and now putting it in, it actually says lamp, is what it was saying.
Lamp.
Not sure what that means though.
You think we're overthinking it, Shadowner?
Lamp.
I put in LMP. Lump. So the lead speak version of lamp does not work.
Lump. But you still only have spots for 3 letters, right?
Right, and the phone now doesn't do anything anymore, so it's definitely not the phone. I only have spot for 3 letters. Long, short. Because, I mean... What's up, Flat Hat? Yeah, no, not letters yet. I love lamp. Yes. Indigo Lima, Oscar Victory, Echo Lima, Alpha Mike Papa. Yes. I love lamp. Okay, let's see. Well, not chastised, Coven. That's you know. I wouldn't say chastised.
If you go back to the room, like the post box.
Yeah,
room,
I'm there. I'm in there now. Yeah.
Okay. It's just full of post boxes, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's
it looks
nothing
like
else.
all of them. Yeah. Is there a way to get a number combination out of what you have there?
Not really. It translates to letters.
To lamp.
To lamp.
What if we
And
added those?
just
What if
had
we
to
added
look
them
that
all
up.
together as positions in the alphabet?
Oh God. This, I think, if we were overthinking it earlier.
It's 11 plus 1. 23, 24. 39. Is there a 39? Oh no, they don't have it. I could have said berated. I didn't berate you.
Lamp on the left side, Raven. That's so confusing.
Okay, so describe this clock to me again. So it's split in half.
Yeah, so
you've
it's a
got
clock that's split in half.
You've got
on the
numbers
left
on the
side,
right, but there's circles.
So you have a clock here. Draw this with me.
Okay.
So draw a circle.
Wait. Let me get another piece of paper. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Let me not use a Sharpie. Let me use a pen. So draw a circle. Now write 12, 3, 6, and 9 at their actual positions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And now draw a line that splits the clock in half, like you're going straight down from 12 to 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then a raven's head in the right part.
Where?
It's a raven's head, and the beak is pointing at the number 3.
Okay.
Okay. And then on the left side of the clock is that telegraph machine, and I mean, it doesn't really point, but if I had to say it's pointing at something, it's pointing at number 9.
Okay.
And then the last thing about this, there's 2 more things. That between each number, there are 6 circles.
Are they in order? So like circle, 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 circle. Like, you
Yes,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
almost as if they were positions on a clock, but they shouldn't have 6, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like, so now there's
So it's 12, 6 circles, and then 3, and then 6 circles and 6. Right?
yes, yes, yes.
4. Okay. And then between 6 and 9, the same thing.
Yep, same thing between everyone. Just 6 spots between every single number,
6. Okay.
rotating around the whole thing. And then the last thing is that if the circle that you used to draw the clock initially, draw another circle like just within that, almost like you're creating like a lip for the clock.
Right. Okay.
So do that,
Mm-hmm.
like another slightly smaller circle,
Wait.
and then
Bigger circle, you mean, right?
sure, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And this other bigger circle has no difference than the other circle that it's encompassing, except there are 3 little arrow marks that are the first one is under, if you start at the number 12
Uh-huh.
and then you go to the third bulb, so 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
That arrow mark is basically like directly under the third bulb. It's not pointing at it, but it's following the trail of the circle,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I think so.
The next arrow is if you start at number 3,
Yep.
like number 3 on the clock,
Yep.
then you count to the fourth bulb, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then the last arrow is this is what also kind of confused me, is that the last arrow is not on one of the bulbs, but it's directly on number 9. Like it's right in front of the number 9. It's not on the bulb on either side. It's on number 9.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I'm looking at. So I don't know how that.
I wonder. Okay, I wonder if we go to 39. If I go to 39 in the post office,
Sure.
if there is one, please tell me there's one. There's not. There's a 38. Shoot.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. It sort of spells out northeast, southeast, and west, kind of.
Yeah,
with
although
the
I don't know
arrows,
why there's
but
only 3.
yeah, instead of 4. And then although the beak is pointing to the east, but that seems like you're supposed to combine that. And then what would the number be?
What was the telegraph number? It didn't translate into a number, right? It was just lamp.
No, it was lamp.
Okay. Really wish transferred into a lamp. Because my thought was if it was like, it's not 93, but if it was 39, which is the beak and the telegram, and then we would have positions. But there is no 39 in here. There's a 38.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I'm sure, and it must be you giving me the clue, because I think in this case, because it doesn't make any sense to have. Well, I mean, there is, because the clock does look like, it's like, as you say, it was these 6 bulbs. So
Yeah, I'm looking at the gate right now.
all right, so maybe if we light it to try to get the third bulb lit.
Yeah, but then the problem was that You
Okay, so
can
that's
light the
one.
third bulb, and
Yeah.
then you can light the bulb that's like further down, right? But then um,
Well,
the
maybe.
last arrow was under number 9, which the way that this is arranged, there is no like you can be on either side of number 9, but
Right, right, right. Um,
so
but the 9 might be the clock. Okay, so 3, and then what we need to do is get. Oh, it's not
hmm.
quite right. I think if I got this right. Yes, okay. So I got that. And then the question is the 9 part. Okay.
3 letters.
I got
Maybe it
so I
was
did something and then it it rang.
it did.
Well, like I did something and then the
Well,
bell tolled for the
well, for
um
me, every time I scroll back to the clock tower, the bell tolls.
oh god damn
So
it.
yeah.
I was so excited. I'm like, look at the big brain on me. Woo,
Look at
dog.
the big brain on Arv.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hmm.
Um so huh.
Only other thing is maybe something we're missing from the sentences, from the radio sentences. But
Oh, that's true. All right, let's go back and let me turn these lights out. Can turn the light out. Okay. Let's go down to the bones. It bones for thee. Okay. So
hmm,
nursing home and okay. Oh wait, whoa. Yeah. Okay,
what?
maybe. So 3 patients from the home in Hillebake. What does it say? If you go back to the radio.
Yeah, have vanished in the middle of the night.
So 12. Okay.
Sure.
And then I don't
I
know.
I would lightly count that one.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Talented
next
Amelie
one.
Raven is returned from Switzerland. She is
Determined to reopen and bring back glory to Raven's clocks. So nothing in that one.
okay. Nothing there. The police are looking for anyone who's in the vicinity of the nursing.
Home yesterday evening. They're asking for assistance finding the missing
The
patients.
Michigan. Okay.
The Michigan.
Okay, nothing there. The post office's water damage is repaired and all post boxes are ready.
To be used again, there's already a letter in postbox 34, and that was the one you already opened.
Right. The tragic nursing home incident has reopened old wounds in our village. We
Hope these disappearances won't remain unsolved like those 5 years ago.
guess it could be 5.
Sure.
And then we have no news when train service will return to our.
Village again. The station is now permanently closed.
Okay, and the last one is Clarissa Shar, the generous benefactor of our new clock tower, died last.
Month. At the opening ceremony next week, we will honor her memory.
Okay, so I don't know. I think that's tenuous, like 312
Yeah.
5 maybe, but
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, and I definitely can't do anything with the
With the Raven. Hmm.
yeah, I can't do anything with the phone anymore. Well, I think we want to focus on probably the bird, I would think, Shadowner, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the easier one to manage.
Hmm.
The 3 seashells?
What?
I suspect they're trying to give us a hint, but I
3 seashells. Where are there seashells?
don't know.
On the seashore?
Oh no, you weren't. I assumed you were. It's a joke. I
Hmm.
wasn't sure if you because the reason is because you were talking about the seashells, and I was like, aha, perhaps there's, but no.
I'm willing to know Shadowner's observation.
All right, let me take I'll take Shadowner's hint, and then if we'll take that, and then if not, we'll move on to Coven's hint. So go ahead,
Sure.
Shadowner. What's your hint?
We're probably grossly overthinking it, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. Just press the button. You just press the button on the wall. It's right in front of you. Like, oh gosh, I haven't seen Demolition Man in ages. My God.
Hmm.
Does the bird have a name? Oh, yes, the bird has a name.
Oh,
Cole. Oh my goodness.
God.
I would
Okay.
never in a million years have remembered that.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Hello, awesome bird. Wait. Okay.
Oh, L. Yeah.
Oh, it's giving me like some. Oh my God.
What?
I think it's giving us a. Wow. Okay. Uh. So it
What?
so what it does is it caught when you press it, it caws, and then it like its eyes light up every so often in a pattern.
Oh,
So Morse
God.
code again. So caw. Oh, off. Okay, yeah. Morse code again is right.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Rrr. All right, here we go. All right, so here we go. It is short, short, long, short, long, 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 short, short, long, 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 short. All right, so I think I got it right. Let me see. So it's short, long, short, long, long, long. Yep. Short, short, long. Uh huh. Long. Yep. Long, short. Yes. All right, I got it right. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna make any sense, but it's short. Like, can you get back to the?
Well,
Can you
yeah,
input anything?
I've gone back to the Telegraph, but it's not letting me input anything. I mean, it is, but the last time I input something, it gave me a response and it showed me what I was typing. But right now, it shows me the last pattern I typed that I solved, and it's if I type in something new, it doesn't respond.
I figured this out. Long applies. Okay, this is what it is. Long means lit. Short means off. And so it gave me 12, and
Oh,
those 12 are on my are on the right side or the left side. So you need to figure out the 12 on the I think the left side, and I pick up the 12 on the right side. So it goes. What's up, Hillness? So it goes basically the right side should be first bulb is off, and then second bulb needs to
the
be on
which side? The
on the
left side?
right side.
The right side. So first bulb is on,
First bulb is off.
is off. Okay.
Second bulb is on.
All right.
Third bulb is off.
All right.
And then all three of the next ones are on.
All right.
And I think if you just cycle right, it'll do that. Yes, long, long, long. Okay, then the next two are off,
All right.
and the one after that is on.
Okay.
Okay, yep. And then it's two on and one off is the last of it. So two on and one off.
And then the next three are also off. Well, that might actually take us to the.
Yeah. That's my side.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think let me just double check if that's right. Long, short, long, short, long, 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 short, short, long, 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 short. Yes. Okay. So that's definitely one half. I think it's the right half because I'm player two, but we'll see. So
Okay.
do you have something that's equivalent of that?
Yeah, I guess so.
You need 12. Like if you have a short, long, whatever.
Okay, I do. I do.
All right.
It's what spelled out lamp, which maybe I actually wasn't supposed to look it up because that's another thing where it's like if you had figured that out. So maybe we didn't need to know what it spelled out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have. Um, so you're saying that what does short correlates to off?
Correct.
Okay,
So we'll
so
work left this time. So you like, if you
yeah,
follow what
sure.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah, and it has a direction.
It
I think it.
corresponds directly. It's exactly like the clock was 12. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it actually we need to proceed in clockwise order. Actually, I think because
Really?
that's I think so because remember the secondary like the lip ring to the clock. The arrows I may not have described this, but the arrows are all proceeding in a clockwise direction. I don't know that it just gives me the feeling like we should input it clockwise, but we'll be
Oh,
able to try it either way.
okay. No, you're probably right. Okay, so then what would the okay? That's fair.
So
So what would the next one be?
let me
So
catch
that
up
means we're
here.
starting at the bottom of the ring on the left. If we're
Yes.
keeping going in the same direction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it should be let's see. So the first right after 6, the
Mhm.
first bulb is off and then on and then the next two are off.
Okay, so off on off. Let's just do that to begin with.
Yeah, off on
Um,
off. And
so
then
off
are you
on
in front of
off.
Raven's clocks
Let me
right
make
now?
sure. I will be in a second. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I am.
Okay. So now it should be so that's off on off and then now off off on
Okay. Yep.
and then uh all of the next 3 are on. And then now you should be in front of the clock tower.
Yes.
And then that puts us at hold on. I may have input it wrong. Hold on. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3.
Cover.
Dot dot on. Go back to Raven's clocks real quick.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you go back to Raven's clocks, it should actually be only the first 2 are on, the third one is off on the right side.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Huh. What was the left side of Raven's clocks again?
It should be off off on.
Okay. All right. So the right side of Raven's clock. Say that again.
The right side of Raven's clock should be on off.
Okay. On off. Okay. Yep.
And then the last 3 should be on off. And
Got it.
Haha.
Booyah.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Dope. All right.
Nice.
Entering in.
Success. Great success, chat. All right.
Thank you guys for the help.
Yeah, thanks. Whoa! I pulled down the ladder and I got... My last memory of Lerka was the suspicious frown on her face.
All those years in Switzerland made it possible for me to finally finish the clockwork.
Okay. If you go up to the
Scroll
second
up.
floor... Yeah, go ahead and read yours first.
I double-checked Lerke's clock. It ran exactly as it should.
At first, she didn't want the clock. She said she was tired of my presence.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It didn't occur to me that a crack in the clock face would make a difference.
I held it out to her anyways because I needed her to be with me.
Oh.
Whoa. We got
And
jars.
I also have jars with numbers on them.
So do I. What are your numbers?
I pushed the ladder down anyway. Oh god, there's a lot. I had spent years collecting time for us. Time that would be added to our lives.
I never told her that the time was stolen, only that the clock would let us be together forever. Okay, we'll probably have to come back to those jars. Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Yep, there's a lot more.
Okay.
Instead, she disappeared into the clock. I still haven't found her.
She closed her hand around the clock and I never saw her again.
Okay.
Huh.
And
there's a
now I'm at
jar.
the top.
I clicked on the... Whoop. So did I.
Did we just release? Oh, okay.
110.
110. That's what mine says too. And now I'm scrolling up.
Yeah.
apparently.
You beat the game. Such a shame to see all that time go to waste.
Mine says, I didn't have to build a way out. I hope you and your friend appreciate it.
You have lost 110 minutes of your life. Lyric would have added 110 minutes to hers.
Emily added 110 minutes to hers.
Wow. That's wild.
I guess that was it.
That's wild. Wow. That's super good. Wow, that is clever.
So the whole point is that they stole our time.
Wow, that is super clever. Wow. And that tells you which sibling you were. So I was Lerka and you were Amelie then. That's super cool. Really neat.
Yeah.
There may have been other endings. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there were other endings, though. I don't think so. We beat the game. I mean, it's super short, but
yeah,
but that's, you know. Wow. That's super
cool.
slick.
I'm interested to see like other you know, if these guys have made anything else, or that other set of games that someone mentioned, We Were Here Too. Like they've made 3 different games.
And it is a Danish company.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because we saw the Danish letters before, and like so.
Yes, Gabitha. I think it's, if you were to get it yourself, it would be the same. So
Nintendo
essentially,
port.
you just had it spoiled for yourself.
Took only 110 minutes. Dedicated to our families. Thanks for all your help and pep talks. We love you. Asker, Barrett, Clace, Fanny, Gian, Greta, Jacob, Jit, Laura, Lodi, Matilda, Max, Peter, Veronica. Veronica.
Veronica.
Special thanks to Gio Franco Device, Henrik Johansson, Adrian DeJong, and classic Sebastian Badalak. Thanks for all your invaluable help, feedback, and encouragement.
Maybe you should have a thing where the raven flies across the screen.
Thanks to our amazing testers, everyone who played our beta. The feedback you all provided really helped us make Tick Tock better. You rock. All right, good night, Hilmus. Trailer production. The credits are lasting as long as the game.
They invented TikTok before TikTok was a thing.
I mean, in fairness, the game was $5, so basically 2 hours, so $2.50. Actors? What? What actors? We were the actors.
Yeah.
Pay us. Thanks to Stugan, Martin Pilkmeyer, Robert Jonsson. Jon Jonsson. And the end. Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was. That was cool. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Neat. What is okay, I just want to...
Yeah, I'll click it through.
Continue.
Oh, so you can go back.
And, like...
It seems...
Do different things?
Or, I don't know. I don't think there's a point.
What if it's like leaderboard? 10, 11. Okay. Yeah, maybe not.
That's very cool. Yeah, I think they should definitely have, like, expanded on it. It'd be cool to have, like, a sequel.
Yeah, like, I'm curious about... Okay, so let's see. So let's find out... Yes, thank you, Avast. Enjoy TikTok in the future without interruptions. I'm like, I won't need to, but but I appreciate the assist. All right, let's see. Let me see here. Doesn't look like there were achievements that I can tell. Yeah, it took 2 hours. All players averaged 2 hours and 21 minutes. Hell yeah. We are better than the average.
Good.
2 magical clock worlds.
For the most part, we were able to get through all the puzzles except for that last.
And that last one was totally just about the bird's name.
Yeah.
You know, that was the only thing.
Yep.
Was the bird's name. Because after that, we figured everything else out.
Yeah. Dang.
Wow.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And it's by Other Tales Interactive, it says. I wonder, I'm just going to look at the store highlights and see if they have other...
Gabitha says, I was gone for most of it. How many puzzles were there? Maybe... I mean, there was a lot. There is some that just required a lot of interaction between you and the other person.
Right. Because there was basically, like, so the first stage, there was the train the grid,
Yeah.
right? And we had to find the button to get
So
that.
I would say maybe about a dozen puzzles, but they're all different types and different difficulties, but
Right.
it wasn't too difficult either.
Let's see if I can
Um,
find
cool. That was cool.
other Tales in Rat. I'm just looking to see. We make experimental
Yeah.
story-driven games. We are currently working on Tick Tock. Well, apparently you finished it. Um,
Oh yeah, when was this game released?
July of last year.
Okay.
Won the Indicade Cooperative Design 2019 winner, Google Play Most Inventive 2019 winner, and then a
Two
nominee of a bunch of
BAFTA
things.
awards. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's so super simple too. I mean, to be honest,
Here we
it's
go. It's a
pretty cool.
Danish-Swedish independent game studio. Oh, the studio consists of two writers and designers, basically.
Oh,
Tanya has a bachelor in comparative literature. Mira has a bachelor in creative writing and linguistics. Met each other at the IT University of Copenhagen at Magic the Gathering event, where they studied a master in game design. See, chat, and you think you can't do anything with a literature degree? Let me tell you
that's
what's up.
awesome.
And it was supported by the Danish Film Institute because, unlike us, they live in a country that actually cares about the arts.
Yeah. And
Um,
have you heard of the game The Long Dark?
yes, I have. I've actually
That
no, I haven't played it. I've seen it being
yeah.
played.
The Long Dark at the in the opening before you can like start your game or whatever, it always says this was made in part by support from the Canadian Media Fund.
Mm-hmm.
That's what reminds me of that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. That's
I wish we had something like that too. I mean,
oh
I guess
man.
there's grants, but
There are. It's just that it's yeah. They're. I mean, the thing that I love about that is from them is that it's government. You know, it's the
yeah,
country. You know, it's the country
yeah,
that demonstrates its support. And yet, I mean, there is the National Endowment for the Arts, and there is like my father. You know, had an NEH grant, but my father also had an NEH grant in the 1980s. I think before we decided to completely abandon, you know, the arts and all that other
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
You want to see me play Keep Talking and Nobody Dies? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that would
that's a fun game.
be that would definitely be a game that would be pretty sweet. And we have to try sometime. Do you not have Talisman on Steam?
Well, here's the thing. I have Talisman on Steam, but just to allow you to feel some of my eternal woe. Um, so the most recent update for Macs, uh, as in like Apple Macs, is that they discontinued support for 32-bit games. Well, not 32-bit games, but every single 32-bit based application, which encompasses my library of what was maybe
Oh,
I could only play about 80% of, or sorry, I could only play about 20% of any game that a PC could. That 20% was axed down to about 10% because about half the games that I play are 32-bit based games.
I see.
So Talisman is a 32-bit, whatever that means. I'm not a computer
It's
person.
so weird.
Talisman is a 32-bit based game, so my Mac just can't run it anymore. So increasingly, they're just like choke holding your ability to do stuff.
I mean, they really, yeah. I mean, like they're really driving people out of like. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
So
so
I think
strange.
pretty much especially once I get more into streaming, pretty much the only thing that I'll actually really, um, yeah, I know Echo saying it's for Mac, not Macs. But Echo, what I was saying, I'm saying Mac in the plural, so Macs, but it sounds like I'm saying MAX. But
Interesting.
probably the only thing, I'm pretty sure my next PC is going to be a Windows PC, like most people. But pretty much then the only thing I would use my Mac for is just like I guess comfortability or
Music composition, maybe? Is
music
it?
composition,
Yeah.
like Logic.
Mm-hmm.
I use Logic all the time, and that's
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, so that's a shame. And the other thing I might eventually do though is my Mac does have the capability. Like part of the reason why I haven't considered boot camping is because I only have a 500 gigabyte hard drive. So my total storage for my computer is 500 gigs. So if I were to try to partition, like slice that in half,
Right.
create a Windows computer, I'd only have like 250 gigs of storage on it.
So you'd
So that
basically be looking. Well, you'd only be able to play a couple of.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
And
see.
I'd have to uninstall, reinstall a whole bunch of stuff.
What about an external
But
drive? Would that?
I could probably do that. So what I think I'll do is I'll see about the process of like upgrading my Mac's storage, because I have a Mac Pro, the slot, you can like literally like pull away the external cover and you can replace individual parts. So like if I wanted to replace my RAM or my motherboard or
Uh-huh.
anything, I could just go in and just do it. I've never done it before, but so yeah. So I'll probably be trying to upgrade my stuff soon, but
In the meantime, that's what we've got. Yeah, there's crazy storage
exactly.
heavy. So Apple, because the glitches in the security system are because of old code. So Apple dumped the old 32-bit code. Oh,
And
I
that's
see.
kind of a stupid reason to do that, but
Sherman
it's
says
like,
there's something they need to do. Apple had the guts to do it. You mean the guts to make it so Zach and I can't play more games? Is that what you're saying,
yeah,
Sturma? Is that
come
what this is
on,
about?
Apple.
Listen, I bet that Tim Cook wasn't sitting there and going, or as our president called him, Tim Apple, wasn't sitting there in the room and going like, you know what? What do we think about the needs of these two gentlemen from Apple Silicon? And you know what else too? You're from Cali and I'm from New York, so they obviously were
Yeah.
like, listen, we have to screw the blue states here. Like that's how this
Yeah,
works.
we have to deunify the coasts.
We have to separate them.
Yes.
um, wow, harsh. Cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get over it. Harsh. This is kind of harsh. So Shadow just posted this thing about exercise the demons on Steam. Have you seen this?
I have not.
Um, I'm a little troubled that there are a grand total of 2 user reviews on this.
Oh,
Shadow, this is. You play as an exorcist in the group of mysterious demons. Your goal is simple: to defeat them. You will need your friends to guide you through the book of rituals. Together, it's up to you to communicate and cooperate to exorcise them. One player reads the book. One player accomplishes the rituals in game. Okay.
it's Windows only.
Windows only, sir.
At
Millions
least
of
on
Macs are
Steam.
more secure. Is Termy, you're not getting the point. I don't listen. This whole thing, here's you, blah blah blah, millions of people. Here's me. What about me? What about my needs and Zach's needs? That's the thing that matters here.
Well, that's the other thing too, is it's said that Macs are like much more secure, but because I've only ever used a Mac, that doesn't seem like a benefit to me, because it's almost like I've never run into problems with security, so I just take it for granted, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know how much the average person on a PC, I guess, runs into security problems. So I don't know,
Yeah.
or malware or things like that. But how common is that even nowadays? I know that people try to hack into stuff, but most of the websites that you use have two-factor authentication now. So I don't know.
Yes, that kind of individualism is the reason why America is the new epicenter of COVID-19. There may have been, as Terma, I don't know if this came across, a slight bit of sarcasm in I might have slightly exaggerated my desire for Apple to cater to me. I think I might have slightly exaggerated this. Um, so
That's
Rudnell
funny.
says there is someone who can help you out, Zach. She shows you how to install Windows under VMware. Well, this is the other thing. Because you were trying to do right, like a
Yeah.
wrapper or something.
Yeah. So I can and my stream can see this. So both of the solutions that you linked me, I was able to get partway through, but um here's a couple things. So one option, because Arv and I were trying to figure out a way for me to play PC games on Mac. And aside from boot camping, which is basically going through the whole process of partitioning a part of your hard drive to be a Windows computer, having to set it up and as doing that and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
anytime you want to be in PC mode, you have to restart your computer, blah, blah, blah. There are these other options. Like one of them was called Play on Mac. So I was like, okay. And I downloaded it and I installed it. And then I pressed the start button and it wouldn't start. And the only thing that has been happening like that recently is 32-bit applications. So I think Play on Mac is a
Is a
32-bit
32-bit
application.
application.
Next thing is Wineskin, using Wineskin, which is apparently another thing. So I installed Wineskin, started working through it, and then I just ran into this like error where it was saying, "Oh, you need to install a wrapper." So I installed it, and then anytime I finished the installation, it said, "You need to install a wrapper." And then I installed it, And then anytime I finish the installation, it says you need to install a wrapper. So
It's just rap reception. Well, no,
yeah.
the problem was you weren't installing a rapper. Like if you installed Kendrick Lamar,
Yes,
or
yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I mean, or
Or
like
J.
or
Cole, or
Eminem or something. Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
then it would have worked. But you, it was like, no, no,
Which,
install a rapper, please.
yes. I'm curious. I don't know how much
uh,
you listen to rap, Arv.
Once
Uh,
in a while, a bit.
okay, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the fact that Kendrick Lamar got the Pulitzer Prize for rap on his most recent album. Did you know that?
I think I did not know that actually. I hadn't heard that. I mean,
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar is a genius. Like
yeah,
I think that he, first of all, like he's a genius. His flow is he's a genius. He's an extraordinary rapper. And the thing I like about him, I actually talked to a couple of people who are professional rappers because I'm like I mean I find some rap is interesting, and I use rap when I'm teaching teaching aspects of my creative writing class early on. I teach a couple things of rap and hip hop, and I was talking to a couple of professional rappers, like what like describe for me what makes his work top notch. And they're like, well, they're like the creativity
yeah,
combined with the flow. It's not just because they were naming them off, Immortal Technique and people like this have great creativity, and this one has great flow. And he said, but it's just very few are able to combine them in the way that he's able to combine them,
yeah,
and be relevant and not just be doing the same, like, and then I'm gonna take my bling and like, and it's all like the
yes,
same
yes,
garbage. Like
yeah.
this is also like socially important,
Hmm.
and so that's pretty sweet. There's actually a really cool, and it's cringeworthy unless you know the background, which is that so Chris Thiele, who is this incredible mandolin player, arguably one of the best mandolin
Ooh,
players ever,
cool.
and he is the current host for the Prairie Home Companion that used to be run by Garrison Keillor, and then anyone who knows Garrison Keillor will know that sexual harassment problems and things like that, and so Garrison Keillor is gone, and Chris
Mm.
Thiele took over, and he hosts it. And on Prairie Home Companion, it used to be in a group called, oh my goodness, called Nickel Creek, which was kind of
Mm.
like a folk, like a incredible folk band that had like, anyway. So he loves Kendrick Lamar, and he loves the one that the song, the famous one. We're gonna be all right, and we're gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
right, right. So he
Yep.
did a mandolin cover of that. And so the thing was that if you
Ooh.
listen to it, it's this whitest of white guys, right, covering this thing on mandolin, and he's doing it for the Prairie Home Companion is not a young and not a particularly diverse audience. Like
Hmm.
it's NPR old school, like
Mm.
it's got a it's so he's doing this live to a, I would guess, largely white, largely older audience. And Kendrick Lamar, apparently they're either friends or he genuinely has admired and asked him for permission to do this.
Wow.
And so it was extraordinary because if you know the context, that what he's basically doing is he's playing this song on mandolin for this audience that mostly wouldn't be caught dead listening to this music normally,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, I would have loved to have been in the room, like watching people's reactions, because so it was awesome. Like it was really
Wow.
wild, but it only works if you know the context, because otherwise it seems like someone being incredibly like appropriating and all this stuff. Like that's not what he was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. So that's wild. Yeah. Lamar's great. But I
That's
had not
cool.
heard about the Pulitzer. That's great.
Oh yeah. Yep. I think last year he got the Pulitzer
That's cool.
Prize.
I don't know why I missed that. I mean, I watched his production. I watched his performance on the Grammys. The one where
Yeah.
he's actually in the prison. Like,
Yeah.
again, that was great. But
Yeah.
I hadn't known about that. Wow, that's cool.
Hmm. Yep.
So, yeah. So
Um,
you just have to add Kendrick Lamar, and then your math will
yes.
work.
Yes. So, well, yeah, I definitely want to do more co-op stuff. That was
Yeah,
really fun.
we'll have to come back to this in the future because that was a lot of fun. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess the oh yeah, that is good. That is a good one, is Terma. Yeah, for sure. Well, not see, that's the thing, Miranda. So, all right, I'm only going to say this very quickly because I don't want us to get lost on this area. This is what I'll say. So I am pretty strongly liberal. I think that's pretty clear for anyone who watches my channel. And
No.
yeah, I know. Like really, I'm a pretty strong liberal,
Based on
right?
your tweets, no. I
Yeah.
thought you were far right.
What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm a very strong, and I would call myself a very strong Democrat leftist. I have people who are farther to my left and who are basically like some people who you can best see from Lenin's statue, right? Like way left, right? And so the thing about the Prairie Home Companion is that most NPR listeners would probably lean slightly left as me even, and certainly not as left as many of my friends, but they're like the tote bag carrying liberals who, go to like go to the Barnes and Noble cafes and like I don't know how to describe this. Like, I mean, the reason I know this is because I would argue that a lot of my family was sort of like this,
Mm,
and so they didn't like to be pushed out of their comfort zone, right?
yeah.
And so if they got something like that, then that would kind of throw them off a little bit. And my father taught in an inner city, taught in for many many decades and decades, but he taught in an inner city community college. And so he had a very kind of diverse population. And he did not have this problem, but there were definitely like his parents who were nervous in quotes about him teaching there. You know what I mean? And like,
Mm,
so that's the kind of crowd I think that often is like this. So Kendrick Lamar is not this way, right? Like Kendrick Lamar is going to push you. And I don't think these people necessarily like to be pushed. Now, of course, I'm generalizing, and it's not like they all jumped up and ran out. Of course, they applauded. I'm saying that this is, if you've ever listened to Prairie Home Companion, it's a fun show, but no one would accuse it of being hip. Okay. Like it's
yeah.
literally like white Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Accused
Like,
of being hip.
so
That's
yeah.
funny.
So yeah, Coven. It's like, it would be like someone, it would feel like someone appropriating it, but that's not
Mm,
what he was doing. Explicitly
yeah.
not. He had to also adjust it too. Like he couldn't do the swears. He's doing like
Yeah.
so he had to change it because he was singing it to his son. He was singing it to his kid, like his toddler, and he was
Mm,
playing it for people. So anyway, I thought it was
wow.
really neat. And uh, yeah. So anyway, that's what I would argue. So sorry, Zach, we seem to have gotten sidetracked.
No, that's
I mean,
anything.
what is before we before we sign off or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
What is your take musically on what someone like Kendrick Lamar is doing? Do you agree with me? Like, am I stretching it too
Yeah,
much to
no, no,
say?
no. Yes.
Okay,
It's one of those where you're like, is it this or that? And I say yes.
okay,
Um,
okay,
but no, yeah, I think I, as a musician in particular, and then also as a person of color, that the different aspects of different, and this is only speaking about rap. I could honestly also speak about literally any type of art,
sure,
but different rappers and their material and the things that they decide to rap about touch on different aspects of different things. So, for example, I think probably uh, one of the
switch over
fastest
here so I can look at you on that side.
um, one of the fastest known rappers I would say is Eminem. Like it's his reputation
That's his thing, yeah.
for doing the some of them do doing the super fast thing that I don't know the lyrics to.
Yep.
Kendrick is basically like writing almost Shakespearean poetry, maybe not with the iambic pentameter in the Old English, but
Mm-hmm.
writing poetry about what it's like to be Black, and especially having grown up in Compton, where the culture there is just on the side of an extreme.
Yeah.
Um, he's writing about that and his perspective as living as an American as well. But then another one of the rappers that I'm a big fan of is Logic, who, from a racial perspective is interesting because he's half white and half Black, but he looks stereotypically white. Like if someone were to say, "Oh, he's half Black," most people would be surprised. But then the other thing about Logic is that as a musician, he has probably one of the most impressive rhythmic styles of rapping.
Okay.
Like if you listen to the patterns of his rap,
Right.
his lyrics may not be extreme poetry or things like that, although they are very good. But his rhythm, whereas Eminem can rap really fast, and Kendrick has the meter full on like poetry.
Right.
Logic's rhythm, like the way his beats line up with what he's doing. So it's just for
That's
me, I
interesting.
think, yeah, all of these rappers mean different things and touch on different aspects of myself, I guess. Like one of my favorite performers, his name is Reggie Watts, and he is he's most known. He's most of his life he's had a giant afro. But right now he's the showrunner. He's the band leader for the James Corden show, which is the Late Late Show, I
Sure.
think.
Sure. Yeah.
Um, But anyway,
James
his
Corden
stuff.
does these awesome
Oh
karaoke,
yeah.
in the car
Yes,
deals. I
exactly.
love
Yeah,
those. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So on James Corden's actual show, if you ever watch his show, which most people don't, but if you ever watch his show, Reggie Watts is his band leader. But
Okay.
before that, Reggie was this. You should look up some of his performances because basically his performances are, he kind of makes them up on the spot, but they're a mixture of rap and singing and music, and he uses a loop machine so that he basically beatboxes into a loop machine, and then his beatbox repeats back to him, and then he sings or raps over his own beatboxing. So it's just, there's all these, I guess, to wrap up on it, for all these different performers. For me, it's, I don't necessarily like hold Kendrick up on a giant pedestal, although I think he definitely was deserving of the prize that he got and of
Right.
the recognition. But for me, my own, I guess, to ask my own opinion of rap and all that kind of stuff, I have a very diverse, um, somewhat diverse selection. But the other thing too is Coven Guy asked in my chat, "What do I think of Lil Dicky?" I could not name a single Lil Dicky song for you. I don't know anything about the guy, so I guess I need to listen. And I don't know anything. Someone mentioned, Rock God mentions Ice Cube. Never listened to an Ice Cube, even if he, isn't he an actor? I don't know.
Yeah, he
So
became one.
yeah,
That was
I
the
guess so.
path, right? Snoop,
But
Ice
yeah,
T, Ice Cube.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Just quickly, Grant, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. How have you been? Of course, the great Grant Ellis, who has previously
Mm,
appeared on Masters of the Dungeon. And do
yes,
you know Grant, right? Zach, or do you?
I probably do.
Because of the D&D community stuff. Grant does like ton.
Yeah.
Grant had an amazing like was a professional wrestler at one point, and like did all like has tons of things in his career and stuff, and has written a bunch of stuff for D&D, and is now like he's like people add him as stretch goals to Kickstarters and things like that, the type
That's
of deal.
amazing.
So yeah, he's a very cool dude, and good to see you, Grant. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We just finished a Tick Tock, a Tale for Two cooperative game, and somehow we
Hmm.
got into this discussion about art and about rap, and so we were sort of, because I mean, like, because that's, I mean, so as a musician myself, a lot of the stuff
Oh yeah.
I like music of all kinds, but in terms of what I usually play, I probably play more. My own band is a progressive rock band, so I do stuff like that, and
Yeah.
but it's, I don't know, I find, especially because the more that I've taught creative writing, the more that I've found myself being sort of impatient with nothing but writing creativity, and really wanting musical
Yeah.
creativity, comic creativity, game design creativity, like other
Yeah.
forms of creativity,
Because they're
dance,
all linked.
because they're all linked, exactly. And it's
Yeah.
so much easier to kind of give students a big 30,000 foot view of what, because so many artists do, from all different kinds of mediums, do different sorts of things, but they, obviously, but they have a lot of the basic principles of the importance of practice, about sort of seeing the world and then changing the world in certain ways, building
Mhm.
upon what was there or taking away from it. It's not just I'm creating something from whole cloth. That's the whole point of sampling, right? It's not that you're
Yeah.
doing something brand new. It's how you're combining things together. So anyway, there's a lot of commonalities there. So I just find that really fascinating, and that's why. That's right. I forgot that you can spit some bars. There's some clips of you freestyle rapping. See, I need to see that. What needs to happen here is you need to get a little bit of some freestyle rap going on, because I've done the rap battle on GOG a couple times. So
Oh man.
we need to get that going on with Zac laying down lines for the percussion, and like, and or marimba. I mean, like,
Yes,
marimba
yes.
or keys, whatever. Um, that's what we
I've
need
also rapped before, but I need to create more tracks,
to do
and
a
more
wrap
things.
off.
That would be, oh, those though
That would be
rap
dope.
battles. The If you look back early 2000s, what's funny, one of my drumline instructors, who's actually now my coworker, because when I was in school, he was the drumline instructor for the middle school and the high school. And then when I went on to become also a drumline instructor for the middle school and high school, because drumline has two primary parts, the drums and the keyboards.
Okay.
I've always taught the keyboards, and this other guy, Matt, he teaches the drums. So he's actually my coworker now.
Okay.
Um, he before doing a lot of teaching, he was in the rap scene. And if you ever look, there's all these. I think it might have been probably on MTV. back in the early 2000s, there would be these rap battles where you'd see all these people would gather in like a park, and all these people would be in a huge crowd, and two people would be
Yeah.
rap
Yeah.
doing and
Oh
trying to
yeah.
like roast each other.
Yep.
So our my instructor, my coworker, used to do that all the time, and it's funny to see, the students do or do not know about some of that stuff that he's done. But
That's really cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's no. I mean, listen, good rap battle stuff is wild. Like it's really
yeah,
awesome to see it. And in fairness to we were talking about Eminem before. In fairness to Eminem, that guy's a legit like rap
yeah,
battler. Like somebody was talking about like, hey, he did a really good job in 8 Mile. I'm like, well, 8 Mile was his life. Like, I mean, literally 8 Mile was his life. So
yeah,
he was really good in that because he's basically just here's my life. But he was a legit improv. He could drop beats, and that's not, as I mean, like that's not the same skill. Like I can write some beats and write lyrics. I write all the lyrics for my band. I can write lyrics for beats that sound pretty good. So I can do that, and I can also, I mean, I have a background in public speaking, and I can improvise.
yeah.
Improvising rap though is
Yeah,
like
that's
another
that's a
level.
skill I
I
have
mean,
yet to learn.
that's
That's crazy.
that's impressive. It really is.
Because you not only rhyming and making puns and analogies
Yes.
within your rap, but also rhyming the ends of the phrases and doing that impromptu. That blows my mind.
And it's 1,000,000% art. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing that people, like my students are always kind of shocked when I'm like, well, that how many people like rap and hip hop, and of course I'm teaching at one of the largest metropolitan universities in New York City, so they're all like they're all raising their hand, and I'm like, right, I'm like, so that's art, and all of that is absolutely the equal of and they're like, really, because most professors are not going to say that, and I'm like, obviously it's poetry. Of course it
hmm.
is. And
Oh
I
yeah,
said, there's bad rap. There's also bad other stuff. There's also
yep,
very good rap.
yep,
But, but anyway, oh, that's wild. I mean, and the thing about it is too, that it's also a uniquely, to me, American form.
yeah,
Like jazz is another example of this. And the thing
yeah,
about jazz and about, is that jazz also ties in particular, the African-American musical experience.
yeah,
And so I love uniquely American forms that don't just rip off everyone else.
yeah,
So that's the thing about rap, is that it's a uniquely American form that comes out of urban environments largely to begin with, and then broadens out after that. But so it's got the rhythm and the sound of living in a city.
yes.
And I find that amazing to be able to do that. Why are you doing that? Oh, because the computer wanted to go to sleep because we were spending too much time talking about rap. But yeah, like, so exactly. No, that's right. You have to shut down your conscious brain and just flow. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's a good point. Being able to watch like brain scans of people who are rapping. But see, here's
Yeah,
the thing, and this is the thing with all art and all music, certainly. Until and unless you know and have practiced and know the rules of these things, then you can't break them in the ways that you want to at the right times without even thinking about it.
yeah,
The more it's the more work you do that makes it seem even
yeah.
easier. And
You have to
so
learn all the rules first in
exactly.
order to know when and how to break them.
Like everyone
Yeah,
talks about Dizzy Gillespie and about, like he played the trumpet like and I've played trumpet since I was 7. You don't learn to play the trumpet by puffing out your cheeks because you lose all of your force out this way. But the reason that Dizzy Gillespie is brilliant is because Dizzy Gillespie played the way he played after having spent thousands and thousands of hours in practice and listening, to these other absolute greats and developing the structure. So then, yeah, he comes to the end of it and he plays a trumpet where the bell is bent way up and all this stuff.
yeah,
He can do that because he knows all the rules. Miles Davis, who taught us that silence is as important as sound.
yeah.
Miles Davis came up and his big mentor was Charlie Parker. Well, I mean, Charlie Parker never stopped playing. He never
So
stops.
he took a hint.
Yeah, and Miles did the opposite. Like Miles
Yeah.
there's this amazing video of Miles Davis doing the soundtrack for some noir film. I can't remember what it was, but he just did a couple, like he watched the film a couple times and then he improvs the entire film. And you see him like playing it and it's just pitch perfect because it's just Miles being Miles. Just brilliant. And again, how can he do
Wow.
that? Because he did nothing but practice to lead up to it. So it's like you build it up. Yeah, exactly. That's really cool though. That's interesting watching the brainwaves. Yeah, I dig it. That's neat.
Huh.
Ice JJ Fishes to Rapist, Stephanie Myers to novels. It's because you have a decent embouchure and bad. The small elephant falling down a flight of stairs. Oh well, listen, trumpet is not. I mean, it's about breath control, honestly, and getting your
I
breath control right is not easy.
I played
For sure.
trombone for a year and did not do very, very well at all. But
Yeah.
so I don't envy you guys who have to like. Well, I was gonna say I don't envy you guys who have to control your breathing while you play, but for percussionists, actually, the breath is equally
Oh, of course.
as important. Not in the same function, but it is important.
Listen, man, I don't understand. I've said this a million times. I don't get how percussionists, especially drum set players, I don't get how, but I'll just say it in general. I don't get how you're able to do like two or three or four different lines at once. Like I don't understand it.
Yeah,
because
different
I can
rhythmic
sing and I can play
interactions.
trumpet. Right. I can sing and play trumpet and I can do a single note, right? Like, da 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 da. I can do melodies, whatever. I can
Yeah.
harmonize with others, but that's me doing one note. You guys were like, all right, well, so I'm going to do this rhythm with this with the left hand, this rhythm with the
Yeah,
right hand. I'm
yeah.
like, what? How is that? You just split your
Polyrhythms
brain?
are very fun.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I,
no, you learn to understand the relationship between the two rhythms so that they become one.
oh, well,
Yeah.
I guess because I just can't, because it feels to me, especially like some of the example of the guy that I think of is Gavin. Oh God,
Newsom.
no, yeah, no, not Newsom. That's what drove it out of my head, and then I'm like Gavin Richardson. The Shadowed will know this. The drummer for Porcupine Tree, Shadowed. It's Gavin something, who I think is the best progressive rock drummer I've ever heard. Gavin Harrison, yeah. So the thing about him is his ability to flow and to maintain beat while flowing right on the
Yeah.
freaking beat is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
I
He just
don't.
weaves in and out of it.
Oh my God. But the thing is, but you know the deal, right? Like he's right there though. Like there's
Yes.
no like I'm loose, and I've played with
Yeah.
drummers that float, and I've played with drummers that are tight. But this dude is somehow
A
musical
balance.
and
Yeah.
melodic and tight. Like I don't just. Oh my God, so good. Patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time is super easy. What's up, Varney? Phew.
Yeah, being a drummer is like patting your head and rubbing your belly and then growing three more arms and using your legs at the same time to also do that, but
Right?
in
I
on
don't
different
understand it. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But I mean, I assume for you, when you're playing, for example, marimba, I can
Mhm.
understand how that would be. I mean, I can understand how there would be an application or relationship between the two of them, but I guess, but still, I mean, playing really different forms of beat. Like, can you play a 7 against a 5 with like
Oh,
a,
yeah, I can.
I,
Well, are you asking if I can in general or if you can do that on a
oh
marimba
no, you can do
specifically?
it. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess either, because I
I
know that
mean,
people
because
do
you
it on
can,
drum sets and I'm always blown away by
yeah,
that, but
as long as you have an ability to play more than one note, which most wind instruments don't. So that's one counter is like if you, for example, if you play trumpet, you can't do a polyrhythm with yourself because you can't
right.
play more than one note at a time. But if I'm on a marimba, I have two different mallets and actually up to four. So theoretically, I could play four rhythms over each other if I wanted to. But
Show off.
yeah, but there's plenty of polyrhythmic stuff, mostly in drums, but it comes up in mallets too occasionally.
That's so
But
interesting, yeah. Yeah, because, like, no, I do marinda. Yeah, like, can I understand the melody and harmony concurrently in a symphony? For sure, but I'm not playing both of those at the same time. Like,
yeah,
if I do a chorded instrument, and I have played some piano, and I have played some guitar, but, even there, like, I have heard, obviously, incredible guitarists that can do real amazing picking work where they can play one line off of a chord and kind of play together. But most
yeah,
guitarists, though, are mixing chords with sort of picking between the chords, even classical guitarists, in ways that I understand you're going from chorded to single line back to chorded, right?
yeah,
Most of the time. Whereas what I'm talking about is literally almost the equivalent of playing chord against single note, playing at separate rhythms. And that's the
yeah.
thing that I'm just like, my mind's like, I don't, But I mean, people have told me, they're like, well, how do you play, like Coven just said, like, well, how do you play trumpet and control just through the basis of breath, like low C to high C,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know, like you just practice it. So that's what most of these people are like. Oh, I just practice it. I'm like, okay, all right, Houdini, like if you say so, but so it's awesome though.
Houdini. Oh yeah, you just chop your arm off and then
Yeah. And then it all
all good.
works. Like,
Yeah.
how long have you been playing marimba slash
Um,
percussion, marimba, and then like percussion generally?
10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I haven't been, well, I actually just recently I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I was brought in from my the community college that I was going to. They needed a percussionist, and he actually brought me in as as a paid musician, like to spot in. Um, and so I did. The last time that I've played professionally, quote unquote, is at that time. But I've actually spent most of my time over the last 10 years now has been teaching rather
Mm-hmm.
than playing. The last time that I really professionally played was 2015, where I went on tour with a drum and bugle corps. But yeah, that was the last time. But I definitely, I now have slotted music in my life in a way that works in composing and doing everything. Although I'd love to have my own marimba, but the nicest marimba you can get, like one that goes down to 5 octaves and plays super low notes, can cost about $20,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
and I've
The,
played on several of those.
what's the sort of personal equivalent? There's got to be one that doesn't cost that. Is that like?
Oh yeah, no, you can get a marimba as cheap as a used marimba. I've seen as low as 1,000,
Jeez.
maybe.
In
But
fairness, like a really good trumpet is going to cost you a few thousand. Also,
yeah,
my trumpet was a Bach Strad, which is one of the better brands, and that my parents were able to get me for like $600 because it had been it was owned by this kid who had, I guess, mental illness, and basically got really angry and essentially bashed the trumpet against something during a lesson. And so they gave up on that, and so they repaired it so the outside looked like hell, but it sure as hell sounded like a Bach Strad, because otherwise you wouldn't get a Bach Strad for 500. Like, try
wow,
2,500 maybe, or 3,000.
yeah.
So, but anyway, God,
Yeah, no, the difference with
20,000.
the marimbas is that even if you were to get a $2,000 marimba, it also the increase in price is not only for the quality of the wood, but also the octave range. So
Okay.
if I were to have a $2,000 marimba, may only have from octave 0C to octave 3C,
Okay.
but one of those $20,000 marimbas spans about 6 or 7 or 8 octaves.
I see.
So
Okay.
it goes from like C-1 to like C7, or probably not that big, but it ends up being around 6.5 feet long or longer.
Okay.
Whereas a $2,000 marimba, they can be super short. But yeah, it's really interesting. I love. There's some crazy things that you can do, especially because you can play them with 2 mallets per hand as well. So, but no, we could talk about marimba
Yeah.
forever.
Like, our viewership drops to zero. Like,
Yes.
like there's always the one guy. I love it, man, when you talk
Yes.
marimbas.
Yes.
All right. Well, this was
Yeah,
fun though, man. We should
it
we
was
should absolutely do this again.
absolutely.
Because it
And
was good
and
times.
I was thinking as well. I'll probably message you about this whenever I start to get the ducks in a row for it. But I wanted to do. I know that you do your own, like you call it the Masters of the Dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Is that the name of your show? So
Yeah.
I think I'm also going to be starting my own. I guess like Dungeons and Dragons analysis / DM tips show, or at least program on Twitch. What were you going to say? What?
Well, I, I mean, I was gonna say that at the moment, I have, myself and Little Red Dot are the two co-hosts of the show.
Yeah.
However, the show was originally structured for 3 or 4.
Mm.
So if you were interested in, if you have been thinking about pursuing this, and of course, if you're going to do your own, I totally get it. But
Yeah, yeah.
if you were thinking about the possibility of perhaps joining with several people about this, I would love to chat more about that. If you might be
Yes.
interested in, as I put you on the spot on a live stream. No, but like maybe we should chat about that. I just because you just reminded me, like that would
Hmm.
be
Hmm.
that would be something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. And I
Okay,
know that if I weren't to come on as a permanent uh, member of the show or host of the show, that I would love to come back and at least discuss stuff with you guys again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
As
Oh yeah,
as
definitely, definitely. I mean, and
um,
that would be, of course, that would be great too. But I was just
yeah,
thinking on it, yeah. So
yeah.
anyway,
But yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that, and the reason
cool.
why I brought it up is because if I were to have people to discuss on it, I think I'd like to bring in different DMs occasionally, and even like D&D players. So I'll probably talk to you about
Awesome.
if I once I get that together, that
Sure,
I'd like to have you on.
that'd be great, man.
But yeah.
Absolutely,
Anyway, we
absolutely.
should do more co-op stuff.
We
We
should.
could
This was
find
good.
something on PS4 might be a good bet as well.
Yeah, that's right. Because we both have because we both have PS4 and like I was trying to think about like the other PS4 ones because we talked a little bit about Destiny, except as you say nobody plays it anymore.
Yeah.
And Destiny 2 I got on, well, I mean,
Yeah.
actually I
I
got just
think
free
it's
for Steam or whatever. I don't think it's
yeah.
on Mac is the thing. I don't think Destiny 2 is
Yeah,
on
I don't
Mac.
think so either. But
Um
it's on PS4, and I think Destiny has a thing where it's like some of the content is free.
mhm.
So it was saying, "Oh, download Destiny 2 for free," but I'm sure there's, you have to buy Shadowlands or buy whatever.
Yeah, we get to like wander around the base and just say hi to each other. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey,
And then
how's
it's
this?
like, "Oh, if you want to exit this zone, please pay one payment of $60."
Do you want to save? Come on, Guardian, you can save this. Don't you want to leave and go see things
Yes.
like for the
Yes.
low price of yeah,
Of
but
your
so
soul.
we should look into that. Yeah, if your
Yeah.
soul, we should look into that because especially these days, I'm buried in grading at the moment, but this is
Yeah.
the kind of thing that I would love. I'd love to be able to do in the
Hmm.
not distant future, like because especially since everyone's trapped inside,
Yeah.
for the most part, this would be a good time to do stuff like this. So yeah, we should definitely, assuming the chat like this. Chat, did you have fun? Did you have fun
No.
with
Hate both of you.
I hate all of everything you did together. Did you like this, chat?
Yes.
Is this the kind of thing you'd like to see again? On event, Echo says yes, for
If
sure.
Echo says yes, then I say yes.
If it's enough for Echo, Arudinel's like
If it's enough
yes.
for Echo, it's enough for me.
Shadowed Mage with the blood trail, thumbs up. All right, all right. I mean, that sounds like a plan. This was awesome. Good, good. Yeah. So we'll do that again. We will definitely touch base again, and you will
Cool.
also see Zach on Tuesday night
Ah, yes.
for Esper Genesis, which I am really jonesing for
Esper
because
Genesis.
we haven't been able to
Finally.
play for a while.
How
Finally,
how
yeah.
long is? I mean, it's also been even longer for me because I don't think I made the last session.
Right. See, what
I
happened
still don't
was
know what happened
we
last
yeah,
session.
we did the 2 sessions in February and then but it was like earlier, like mid-February, and then obviously we didn't have anything, so it's almost been like 6 weeks
Yeah.
since we did our last one. So we're excited for so I'm really excited to get them back into it and kind of because they were in a kind of tough spot too where they're going on. So anyway, that's going to happen on Tuesday evening. You're all for a Miles Davis wrap-off battle. And Mrs. Dunsel liked this too. Okay, good. Well, if Mrs. Dunsel likes it, then there you go. Yeah, it was Rudnell. It was sort of on the other end of it. So for sure. Um, I have never done any of it, but I have heard of overtone singing. Yes. Um,
Oh, I can do that.
really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm not gonna do it right
I
now.
wait your.
I see that look on
I
your
was like,
face.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
But
you to.
I'll practice and get back to you. But it's you basically you sing a long tone, and then with the movement of your tongue, it's like the difference between a and oo. The when you do that, and
Right.
if you shift between a and o, there are it actually moves up like a sonic progression.
Yep. Yep. It's almost like harmonics on a guitar.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
that those are people doing this in a guitar, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's this
exactly,
there's
Coven.
this
Yeah.
woman on YouTube who, if you just look up overtone singing, she's probably the video that will come up. I think her name is like Anna Maria Heifel or something like that.
Hmm.
And she has a series of videos where she explains what it is, and she has a frequency graph that shows the original pitch as well as the overtone,
Oh,
and
that's
it's really
neat.
cool. And then she made a series of videos explaining how to do it, and you basically have to teach yourself because she's just she's describing the feeling of what's going on as you're doing it.
Yeah.
So I'd lightly know how to do it, but she can produce them so loud. I can't do it very loud, but
That's
yeah.
neat.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's really neat. That's a guy who was like that, who has tremendous control that way, is Bobby McFerrin. Is
Oh
really,
yes.
really good
Yeah.
at being able to control
Yeah.
pitch, melody, and to be able to produce incredible sound range
Yeah.
on his voice also. So, all right. Well, I know you wanted to do some other stuff too. I'm going to try to
Oh
go
yeah.
do some grading, I guess. But
Go, yeah.
the
Have fun.
excitement, the joy. But thanks a lot, Zach. This was fun, man.
Yes.
And you folks should follow Zach if you haven't already, and you'll
Yep.
see him Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we
Yep.
will do this again. So this will be
Yes.
good
And
stuff.
for those interested in what I'm doing on my channel tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon Pacific, I am doing a podcast for a Minecraft roleplay server. So it's mostly for the people that play on that. But later tomorrow night, so 6 p.m. Pacific on my channel, twitch.tv/Zac Clay, I am playing a game that Arv will totally play one time in his life because he loves this type of game, called Alien Isolation. And it's
Zach is nuts.
yeah, it's a very scary game where they specifically programmed the AI of the alien to hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah. Good luck.
Um,
God bless.
yeah, so that'll be fun. Anyway.
try to see if you can actually survive, heart and otherwise for Tuesday. All right. Like, I mean, just
yeah, I'll come in and everything will be like frayed. My hair will be a mess.
Be like, I've seen things, man. I've seen things.
I've seen the inside of a xenomorph. You don't want to know what it's like.
I'd just be like, there's a closed door. You're like, I run to the side of it. I hover. I just stay there. I stay there for 5 hours.
Oh God. Yeah, it's fun. Anyway. Thank you, Arv. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, man. Always definitely the same, and we will do this again, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Yes.
Check. We get some love for Zach.
Chat. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
All right. Good times. That was fun. All right. Before I forget, I have to freaking turn off this, I don't know, this freaking power setting or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, scary days. Scary games. Someday we'll see Arv play one. No, you won't. Not happening. Okay. Display. When do I get the shut off thing? Is it advanced display settings? Shoot. Where's the thing with when the thing goes to sleep? Might be power. Power and sleep settings. There we go. We need to change this. Yeah. When plugged in, turn after 10 minutes. No. How about when plugged in, turn off after 2 hours? How's that sound? When plugged in, PC goes to sleep after, that would be never. Thank you. Not a laptop. Thanks. Thank you very much. That's better. Limbo. God, no. No. Anyway, that was fun, though. That was fun. And now I get to put that. I have to actually add that to list of completed games because we completed Tick Tock. That was very short. But that was fine because we wanted to have a game that we would get done, pretty quickly and whatever. But, Tick Tock. A Tale for Two. Good idea. Yeah, no. No Five Nights at Freddy's, no jump scares. No. It's literally, I feel like it's bad for my heart. Literally don't want to do that. No, thank you. Okay, we're going to bring this up there. Okay, and good. Cool. So yes, and speaking of this game that you see prominently featured, Operencia the Stolen Sun, we are going to be playing this tomorrow at 7 p.m. And I'm pretty sure that we're closing in on the end. I know we are, in fact, because Chris Baker, who I interviewed on Tuesday, told me that we were coming to the end of this. We probably have, I might get it done in a session, but it's probably about 2 sessions, maybe 3 on the outside. No more than 3, maybe 2. And then after we're done with that, then we're going to move into the next game, which will be Detroit Become Human. And then after that, Wild Arms ACF. That's our plan for the next 3 games that we've got on the list. So that's going to be a good deal. So yeah. Oh God, that's creepy. You know, a game that I was watching someone play was the game Antichamber. And I've seen people play this before, but I was watching it and I'm just kind of like, that game would I at a certain point would lose it if I were playing that game. Like, I like puzzles to a degree, but there are times when they can get a little overwrought, frankly, and like that would be an example of it. Because just, man. What games were next? Detroit Become Human. That is the next game after Operencia. And then the next game after that is Wild Arms, ACF. And the game after that is Never Alone, which is short. And then 7 The Days Long Gone, and then Horizon Zero Dawn, and then Sorcery Books 3 and 4, and then Breath of Fire 3, and then Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Then I have other games up there. Disco Elysium I do want to play. I don't know if I want to stream all of that, though. It's a lot of reading. As much as I love role-playing and stuff like that, I'm not sure if I want to go through that entire game on stream. Maybe. Elsinore, which is a game Miranda recommended to me, which is not super long. Neverwinter Nights 2 Complete. That's because I want to play Mask of the Betrayer, which I've never played. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my top 3 games of all time, so I would like to play it just because I'd like to stream it. You know, one of my top 3 games ever. And then Arkham Knight is that, and then DLCs for various games. Pillars of Eternity, White March Part 2. Then it all gets real fuzzy after that. Suikoden, I thought about. Blade Runner, maybe finishing up Blade Runner. Portal 2, Suikoden 2, the original Phantasy Star, but this is all real shaky. So, Lords of Waterdeep. Well, I do play that game. I have played that game, so... Yeah, exactly, Miranda. So many games. That's a lot of stuff. It's a long list. The ones that I know for sure are After Operencia, Detroit Become Human is definite, Wild Arms ACF is definite, Never Alone is definite because that's fast, and then 7 The Days Long Gone is where I could move things around a little bit. I might play Horizon Zero Dawn first, depending on how I feel, and then I might play 7 The Days Long Gone, and then Sorcery Books 3 and 4, and then Breath of Fire 3. So some variation of that. And then, like I say, it starts getting real fuzzy around Disco Elysium because I don't know where I want to put stuff out. And other games can come up in the meantime. Other games sometimes I just find so awesome that I will put them in to the mix. And sometimes I'm able to offload a game onto GOG, like The Witcher, for example. I've been playing that on Pen and Pixels because that way I was able to play this game that I've been looking forward to playing on my computer here. And I've been on my channel here, and I've been really happy about that. So yeah. Anyway, having said all of that, though, let's go over to that. Whoops, hold on. You gotta hold on to what you got. Okay, there we go. Give me just 1 second so I can turn this off. I love the fact that I'm able to turn off this computer without having to shut down the stream and do all this other kind of stuff, which is very frustrating. Okay, and then we get rid of that. We deactivate. Here's the deactivate. Yay, there we go. Okay. So we're able to do that, and then we're able to transition back to this, and then I'm able to put away my mouse, my wireless mouse, which I use for this. And again, Dragon Spear gets the credit for allowing me to play games like this nice and smoothly on this. So I am still playing that, yes. I think I've only got one more session of that, probably Rock God, and then I'll be done with it, and probably that's my last Zelda game that I'm going to be playing on stream. After that, I'm going to be moving into either Castlevania series or more likely the Metroid series, because I'm probably going to play a couple of the early 2D Metroid games. I've already played Metroid 1 on stream. I'm playing Super Metroid off stream. I don't want to play that on stream necessarily. So I may play one of the Metroid, either Fusion or Zero Mission. I don't remember which is which. One of them is a remake of Super Metroid, I think. So I want to play the one that's not the remake. And then I would probably play... So I'd probably do that, and then I would move on to the Metroid Prime series. And my hope is that I will time it such that I'll do the Metroid Prime series, and then I'll be done with those just in time for Metroid Prime 4. I will straight up play Metroid Prime 4 day of release. The first stream I have after it releases, because I adore the Prime series, and I would love to be able to play that. Fusion was a standalone? It was Zero Mission. Okay, yeah. So not Zero Mission. So I don't want to do that. I want to do the other one then. So Fusion. So, but yeah, I freaking love the Metroid Prime games. So I am hoping that I will be able to do that same thing with the Metroid Prime series and stuff like that. So it'll be great. They never made one. They're making one though. There's going to be a Metroid Prime 4 coming out for the Switch. They just pushed it back. It's going to be great though. I am confident. I mean, and I think it was actually about a year and a half ago that they announced that they were delaying it. So I actually wonder if now they're going to be, if now they're coming close to maybe doing it again. Because that would be pretty neat if that turned out to be the case. So we will see. Exactly, Miranda. I'd rather they delay the game and get it right. So we will see what happens. But anyway, so that's what I'll probably be doing during that. So I've got that going on. But again, I always reserve the right. If something amazing comes out, for example, if out of the blue Legend of Grimrock 3 came out, I'm straight up playing Legend of Grimrock 3 because, Grimrock 2 was my game of the year a couple of years ago. If they released a new, a new Neverwinter Nights, if, Baldur's Gate 3 is very dependent on how I feel about it. As I think I mentioned to you guys, I wasn't wild about Larian's gameplay video because it felt a lot to me like Divinity Original Sin 3, not Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm a little lukewarm about the Divinity series personally, so I don't know that I'd want to play Divinity Original Sin 3. It's not saying anything about it as being bad. I just don't think it's my jam. So I would love to play Baldur's Gate 3 if it was actually Baldur's Gate 3. But but there are other games like that I might do. So that it's always a little bit in flux. But I do get through the list over time slowly. It's just that I move it around and shift it and add and adjust and that kind of thing. So that's right. Legend of Grimrock was the first ever game that I streamed, and I streamed it without webcam. And the first few videos were like terrible. Like there was no chat on stream. They were flickering. I mean, it was fine as far as my commentary, but it was like flickering and all this stuff, and like because I didn't really know how to capture it, and my computer was a work computer. It wasn't really designed for that. So, yeah, that's going to be actually coming up. My 9-year anniversary of streaming. No, 8-year anniversary of streaming is coming up in April. April 12th, I want to say. I need to look and see what the day was. April something in 2012 is when I started streaming. So it'll be my 8-year anniversary coming up, which is wild. So we will see. Oh, really? That's interesting. No, that's actually helpful to keep in mind. I will think about that. Sorcery 3-4. Yeah, we'll definitely play it, Mrs. Dunsel, for sure. We will definitely play the Sorcery series for sure. One of the things that I'm going to have to think about is I love having chat make the decisions, but I have to admit that it's faster. It's faster. See, one of the reasons that I didn't move Sorcery further up the list is that it's faster for me to play when I'm making the decisions and I'm commenting, and I can certainly take feedback from chat. But by having the system that we have where we do like the Fighting Fantasy game books like we do with Terry Tunes once a month, that is much slower. And it means that we get through the books much slower. Now, that's okay when you're dealing with the Shamutanti Hills because that wasn't a very long book to begin with. But Kare was kind of long, and it dragged a little bit because of the need to have chat voting. So I might have to think a little bit about how I want to arrange that because it's, because I don't know, because I want to make sure that I want to see whether people really enjoyed being the ones in control or if they just liked watching me play it. You know what I mean? Because I'm still going to be doing the Fighting Fantasy game books once a month anyway with Terry Tunes. That's never going to change, or I hope it never changes. That's going to be going for a long time. And chat always gets to decide there. But I don't know if I want to do that for the Sorcery video game series because I can probably go faster if I'm just playing it myself. So I need to think about that. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I might even put that up for a vote on the Discord and sort of see what people think about it, about whether that's whether that's something that they would like to see when we get there. So we'll think about that. Yeah, that's down the line. Maybe have chat thematically set goals. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like have like, yes, you know what? That's a good idea, Miranda. What would chat think about the possibility of playing through something like that, but saying that like having a particular like like a kind of personality for the character in that, our character is more likely to go in guns blazing. or our character is more likely to, save all the poor in the weak. You know what I mean? I'm now I will veto it if the chat is like, be a jerk to everyone you see. I'm not going to have fun playing that way, so I'm going to veto that. But in terms of specifics, like, how, like, in terms of like, generally we are more likely to do X than Y than Z, that might be interesting. So maybe have it be like that, like big choices. So that's a good idea. Yeah. So that's a good idea. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do the big choices, and that way I don't have to drag it to where you do everything. That's a good idea. Yeah. So maybe we just do like an occasional chat choice, because like if we did a chat where it's every exactly, murder hobo. When you said that, Rock God, it reminded me of, I don't know if you remember, if anyone remembers the game Killer Instinct. I used to like Killer Instinct. I was actually decent at it. I wasn't amazing, but I was decent. And I used to play Saberwolf was my go-to. Saberwolf, and then the Flame Cinder. Cinder and Saberwolf were the best. And so basically, if you got enough of a combo, and you could get some crazy combos off on people, if you could get that combo, then the guy at the end would be like, Ultra Combo. So that reminded me of that when you were talking about Murder Hobo. It was the best. Um, yeah. Something like that, Miranda. Yeah. Something like that. It had a good sound. It had a good sound design too, Rock God, right? Like the sound system that pumped out of that cabinet was pretty good. So anyway, yeah, maybe we'll do that. And maybe that way we can move it up the list. So if we were to do that, then maybe I might move that up a little bit higher. I wouldn't play it next, but maybe instead of playing it after Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe I would play it earlier. See, one of the reasons I put Horizon Zero Dawn when I did is that I have Sorcery and then Breath of Fire 3, and then I have Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Because I do want to play Deus Ex Mankind Divided again, but not right next to Horizon Zero Dawn. So I have to think about that. Anyway, that's down the line a little bit. We'll consider it. But Operencia is almost done. I've been having a blast playing Operencia. Operencia has been great. So I'm hoping that I will continue to enjoy it as much. But all right, I'm going to rise up on out of here. I got to go do some grades and stuff like that, and then get some bed. Right, and I did, and I liked Horizon Zero Dawn. I did. So yeah, and actually, Mr. Zac Clay was playing Horizon Zero Dawn earlier today. Speak of the devil. So anyway, oh yeah, the Gauntlet crowd. Oh, I loved Gauntlet, man. Too many quarters, but oh, what a great game. I used to, tons of fun was my local video arcade. I've told this story. My dad would pick me up from school. So it would usually be like, what would this be? High school, middle school, high school? Probably this is probably not middle school. It was probably like junior high into high school. So maybe like 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. He would pick me up, and we would usually go, usually once a week, and he would take me to this mall near where I lived called the Farmington Valley Mall, and they had a Friendly's restaurant in there, and we would go and we would basically share a sandwich. We'd split like a fish-a-majig, which is like their fish sandwich, and a hamburger, like a big beef, whatever they called it, and I'd get like a shake or something, and then he would get black coffee, and he would be grading. And then he would give me a couple of bucks in quarters. I forget how much, usually like $3-4 in quarters or something, to go to the video arcade. And in those days, if you were good, you could make that stretch a while. This is before they started making you pay like Dave and Buster's and this nonsense where you pay like $2 for a play or whatever. These are the days where you could play with a quarter. And so you would go and play some of those games, and like Rygar, the arcade Rygar, I was really good at that. Contra, I was legit. There was a time when I was super legit at Galaga. There was a time when I was all that at Galaga. I was really good at that game. And then my dad would usually show up when he was done with grading. He would come get me, usually after an hour or two, and he would come in and he would play Space Invaders. And it was funny because he was a pretty good player at it. But here's this guy, and he walks into this dark, shadowy arcade, which is very swelly and smelly and sweaty. And like everyone there is like, my age, right? They're all like 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 16, maybe older than that. But like it basically ranged from like 11 to 18 or 19. That was your typical age. And here comes my dad, right? Who was an older parent. So he had me when he was, 1930. So he was 42 when I was born. So by the time we're doing this, he's like mid 50s, right? So he's like mid 50s, like 54, 55, 56. And he's in an arcade where everyone is like 30 years younger than him, right? And he goes in and he goes to the Space Invaders thing, and he would like walk up to the cabinet, put in the quarter, and he like back himself up. So he would like like splayed out like this, and then he's got the joystick and the and the button, and then he's playing. And as I said, he was pretty good, and he would always attract a crowd because people were like, who is this guy, this older guy coming in who's like playing this game? And they would go over and then they would get into it. They're just like, oh yeah, check out this guy, this dude is pretty good. It was really, really funny. And my dad would sometimes, when my dad was at his best, that's when he was doing things like that. It was always a lot of fun to see stuff like that. So, um, good times, good times. Yeah, man. The other one I was pretty good at, was Street Fighter. I used to play that with Chun-Li. I was never a big Mortal Kombat fan. I was not that good at it. But yeah, Chun-Li and occasionally Ryu. Um, and who else did I play? And Guile. Those were my three on Street Fighter. So we used to play that stuff as well. And I don't know if anyone remembers Karate Champ, which was like the first super old 2D fighter arcade cabinet that you could play, but that was a good time too. And then when Dragon's Lair came in, and it was like $1 per play, and then when Gauntlet came in and you just like blew through quarters like nobody's business, oh man, that was crazy stuff. Yeah, Street Fighter was better, I agree. Anyway, I could talk about this all night, but I don't have time. So I'm going to let all you folks go. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Definitely go follow Zac over there. It was a good time. You folks know the way to support us here. If you haven't already done so, I had a good friend who was actually an expert at Tekken and who beat... I've told this story before. Remind me to tell you the Tekken story tomorrow, Echo. I don't have time now, but remind me to tell you the Tekken story tomorrow. It's a pretty good story. And Soul Blade. Soul Calibur was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, but I want to thank everyone for being here. Definitely support us by following. Check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets. Don't forget about the website, arvanelaron.com. The merchandise area is !ArvShop. Patreon, !ArvTrayon. Sub button is that sub button right above the video window. You can get inspirations, things for you, things for the chat, things for the channel. You can do that for that and for the Patreon as well. And the publishing side, !Icarus to pre-order my Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels. Again, we got more art today. It is amazing. I can't wait to share it with you. That's coming out in May. Library for Tales and Tomes from a Forbidden Library. You can get that right now in PDF, but it's going to be coming out in print form as soon as the printer from Lithuania sends it to us, as soon as coronavirus doesn't have the world locked down. So let's hope that happens sooner rather than later. And then last but certainly not least, Gray Shade KS is my Gray Shade Kickstarter. Again, that too will be happening once we get things back to more normalcy, at least from an industrial point of view, hopefully over the next couple of months before the rest of us are out there as well. So that was the deal with that. But I want to thank everyone for being here. This was a lot of fun. Again, I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern for some Operencia. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rudinel, Dragonspear, Rock God, Shadow Mage, and of course, Jedi Burner. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers, Rudinel, Dragonspear, Rock God, Shadow Mage. Thank you to Echo Alpha X5, Nonstop, and Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you to my Patreon supporters in there as well. And a special thank you to Echo Alpha X5 for being with us. I'm glad you're home and hope you're doing well, man, as you continue to be on the mend. So good to see you, Echo. Thank you to Alfred Judicus, Commander Root, Dino, Gabriel Furlong, Husky Beecake, Jasper Kazai. Thank you to Lacramund. Thank you to Mubat, I guess. Thank you to Marinda, to you, Christensen, USS Norway, VNK, Varney, and Virgo Praz. Always a pleasure to have everybody here. We are going to do a raid, and the way raids work here are real simple. If you are not a sub, you're going to do this, which is the Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. That's good. Also, it's also good to see you too, Arudinel, by the way. Just good to have you on board, man. I'm glad you're here. The Arvanauts have landed. Get hyped. ARVANE, lowercase, uppercase H, lowercase YPE. And you'll be brought over auto-magically as soon as I decide where we're going to go. Where are we going to go? Let's see. Who shall we raid upon this day? Upon this day of life? Okay. I have not raided this person for a while. Let me make sure. Hold on a second. Let me make sure this person's still on. Yeah. Okay, I know who we're going to raid. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad that they're closer on the dosage too. I mean, I know that, like I say, man, I'm glad that I'm glad that you're hanging in and that, that you've been a part of what we're doing here. So thanks, man. Okay. Now, with all that said, don't forget, again, I will see you folks tomorrow for some Operencia. Other than that, please make sure to do all the things, follow all the stuff. And most importantly, of course, as I always say, stay safe, wash your hands, socially distance, and hang in there. We will all get through this together. We are all in it together. And so we're going to get there. And in the meantime, we will get there the way we always do, which is communication, compassion, community. That's what we do. So everyone be good to each other, and much love. I will see you folks later on Saturday. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks soon. Be good to each other. Have a good night.